We're back. Back like we never left.
Yeah.
As a wise man once said, often imitated, never mother effing duplicated.
Yeah.
It's the NFC EAST Super Friends in all of their splendor. And man, the NFC East is on fire.
Yeah.
We on fire right now, baby.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling? What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
That
What's
is
up? Hey, we got
Come on with it.
446
Come on with it.
messages in the comments right now.
Wild.
But you know what, LB? You know what?
Yes, sir.
This is the rightful spot that it is. You know, us two on top of things. You know what I mean? Yeah, keep the doggone Giants below us and keep the Washington team below us. That's what it is. That's why it's organized like this. I thank you, man, for putting us up
I
on
told
top of
him
everything.
it gets easier, right? He's not at the point where he is comfortable being in third yet. I said, but over time it gets easier, bro.
Wait till they're in fourth.
Ask Bad Dog. It gets easier over time, right?
No, it doesn't.
You realize what your existence is, and you become resolute, and you say, okay, I understand. You stop fighting and you realize what it is.
Yeah, that's fact. They will beat your ass down, but no, it doesn't get easier being fourth place every freaking year, especially when we won a Super Bowl. What? Actually, it's been 14 years. That shit flies by.
Law don't want to accept his fate right now, and that's
Law's gonna be where I am by the end of the year.
No way.
Damn.
But you know what? I do want to say congratulations to everybody in the division for getting better. Everybody got better.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. Cheers.
Everybody got better. The only division where everybody got multiple rings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody got better. Now, it used to be where everybody got a ring. Everybody got multiple rings now. We continue to step it up. And, shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles for bringing up the rare. But listen, Lou, we right here, Lou. We right here, Lou. We right here, Lou. That's all I'm going to say. We got some hang time, Lou. We routed back.
How you feeling? Tell them how you feel, champ. Tell them how you feel.
We right there behind y'all, Lou.
Hey, I feel it. I ain't gonna lie. I feel the breath on my neck.
It's no better time for y'all to load the clip in case y'all want to create some separation. No better time.
No, you're not lying.
No better time.
We definitely loading up. We bearing right now.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Y'all got older in the wide receiver room, but y'all got better. I seen that, with Debo. I think that Debo was a great pickup. Then y'all went and got my guy Micah Gallup. I don't know what them knees gonna look like though. Yeah. But you still have Terry. So I don't know, man. Washington, they look like they got some weapons for Jaden Daniels. So I think that the Eagles and the Giants got to worry about that, but the Cowboys, we be okay with it.
Damn, do Washington got the second best receiver room?
We added Jalen Lane too.
Washington got the second best receiver room, you think?
I do. I think we got the second.
I know you do.
Oh, wait. Based off of whatever it is, Louis.
I'm just saying.
We go about 6-7 deep. Like it's a deep room. After Jalen Tolbert, your room fall off the cliff, don't it?
We got Mingos.
Shoot, starting with him and fall off the cliff.
We got a pair. We got a Mingos, so you better watch out.
y'all overpaid for that. Y'all don't think you ever go get your money back.
Well,
you ain't gonna never get your money back.
Mingo gonna have a better season than Gallup, I guarantee.
Gallup ain't gonna make the team.
He might not. It's not a guarantee that he make the team.
Yeah, he's not gonna make the team. I don't think.
It ain't a guarantee.
And that's our fourth option now.
Yeah, we got, like I said, we got Luke McCaffrey coming back. That's the way you feel about Mingo. That's how we feel about Luke McCaffrey. We gonna see, right? I got my rookie Jalen Lane. I still got Noah Brown, who was on pace for a career year last year. Don't forget about Noah Brown.
How about Noah Brown?
Yeah. Noah Brown gonna go somewhere, get him some money somewhere.
You'll give him some money.
You'll get him some money somewhere.
But did you get Debo on some Ozempics or something? What's going on, man? Talk to me.
He was in great shape last year before the season started.
Oh, really?
Everything went sideways. So we just saw him last week. He back in there for OTAs. He was back in there today. He looks in great shape, man. He looks great.
Man, Debo gonna be playing a lot of running back.
Guess what? Understand that man is playing for a contract. A man in a contract year is a dangerous man.
He's dangerous gonna get the ball. He's gonna get the ball a shit ton too. They're gonna feed Debo.
Well,
you know what? Last time we talked,
LOUIE,
you made a crazy prediction that came true.
Mm-hmm.
You said that Bad Dog was going to end up with Jackson Dart. I vividly, but you was joking. I vividly remember you saying that. You know what I mean? And I kept running with it. Like, y'all gonna get Jackson Dart. Then, they end up getting the kid. How you feel about that, Bad Dog?
Actually, I didn't pick them 25th. Didn't really bother me. They didn't really give up much for him. I mean, they gave up 2 third-round picks, and that's nothing. They gave up the compensatory pick that they got from McKinney. It's no big deal. They ended up with Cam Scatterbo at 105 anyway. So
yeah,
I like it. I mean, listen, like they said, listen, any Giants fan that watched New York Giants channel and saw New York Giants life, heard Joe Shane say, if he's good, nobody's going to remember a third-round pick. And that's pretty much what the Giants gave up for him. So listen, I was not a huge Dart fan. I never have faith in what the hell the Giants do, and why should I? But I can say this about Jackson Dart. Number one, he's got much more personality than a quarterback we've had in a long time. Okay, he's got some swag. He's got some confidence. I'm rookie minicamp is what it is. You take that with a grain of salt.
Right.
He's confident. Yeah. Our quarterback the last 6 years ain't showing one sign of confidence. And I feel like that's where he played quarterback too, right? Yeah, that's Daniel Jones. Jackson Dart don't have that. The other thing Jackson Dart has that Jones didn't, they're setting the team up for Jackson Dart. And that's the thing. He's coming into a much better situation. Number one, Daniel Jones had to fill the shoes of Eli Manning, reached for Daniel Jones. Jackson Dart's following Daniel Jones. Really no pressure on him, 25th. And this year, the Giants took a major swing of defense, and I think next year they're going to take a major swing at the offense. I don't think that Jackson Dart's going to play it all this year unless they're out of it, in December, and he plays the last couple of games of the year. So I think next year you're going to be able to build around Jackson Dart. He's got a coach that has confidence in him. That's Brian Daboll's guy. If anybody can make this work, it's Brian Daboll, and he better make it work because his job's on the line. So listen, man, I'm like I said, the only guy that I really liked in this draft was Cameron Ward, and I knew we weren't going to get him when we beat the Colts.
Yep.
I can live with Jackson Dart. It's 25th overall. It's not going to bother me. So I just hope the kid's good, man. And there's things to work with there. Evil fucking Knievel.
Jackson Dart got high upside.
He's not being next to start. So
Jackson Dart gonna fool around, and he gonna have you probably be saying one of LOUIE T's words. He's one of them ones. I like Jackson Dart. I get it. I know LOUIE T, you probably don't like him. LB, you probably don't like him. But I like Jackson Dart. I like what he can do.
Actually.
Me too.
I'm indifferent.
The last time the Giants won the Super Bowl, they had a quarterback from that school. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm indifferent. I don't like nor dislike him.
My Mississippi boy.
When you win a Super Bowl, you don't really got time to really like or dislike other people. I mean, my
quarterback
won a Super Bowl. I don't really have time to hate on anybody.
I'm right there with you. When your quarterback,
you got all the time in the world to hate on Dallas, but nobody does it better. LB.
You gotta take that back, man.
I saw Law rubbing elbows with Cowboy royalty over there. I saw him over there with Emmitt Smith and at the table with his black tie on next to Dak. I said, look at him. He over there. He's over there with old winners with no current ones.
Wait a minute.
I said, damn.
But
things never change. They don't never change, huh?
Nah, look, y'all leave me alone because hey, I got a chance. I got some inside information now. I got a shot in my back pocket. So if anything go off, I'm gonna be able to reach out to him and Matt Eberflus. So y'all watch out now.
Listen, they're gonna need you. They're gonna need you, Law. They're gonna need you, especially week 1.
Oh man, and look. Week 1 is a good chin check for the Eagles because I think that you guys are high and mighty.
Wait a minute.
Week 1. I'm coming off with no gloves versus the Eagles. It's gonna be a chin checking moment, baby. Come on with it.
It's not Law. It's not Law. Law, I can't even be mad at you, Law. I'm gonna say how I really feel for some imbecile that rubbed me the wrong way. But I'm gonna just tell you, Law, it's not a chin. It should be a chin check for y'all. Y'all need to see where y'all at. We know where we at. Y'all got to do the evaluating. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Y'all coming into Philadelphia on the night that we dropped the banner. First, I got to say this. We didn't want y'all. So please stop acting like y'all doing us some favors. Not you, Law. The many Cowboys fans in attendance. Y'all are not doing us no favors by coming up to the link. We wanted winners. We wanted contenders. Okay. We wanted Washington. We wanted the Lions.
Oh, you gonna throw that in there?
I'm just keeping it a bean.
Okay. Yeah.
We just won a Super Bowl.
You guys didn't start with the Chiefs, honestly. I thought you guys would start with the Chiefs.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see where your mind frame at? The Cowboys continuously. Y'all the B-side. Y'all the B-side.
And watch what the B side gonna do. It's gonna be not the chin check. It's gonna be B checking now. We're gonna be beat checking y'all, and we're gonna run y'all. Y'all gonna be dropping the banner with tears. Come on, you know it. You feel it a little bit.
You probably the best Cowboys content creator, Law. I'm here to tell you, Law. Things have changed, Law. Y'all. So this is what they used to do to y'all, Law. They used to trout y'all out against the Giants, so y'all can go get a little win real quick. Y'all can feel good for 5 weeks. Now they just sending y'all to slaughter. Week 1. I've never seen them do dollars like this. They just sending y'all to the rapture. They just sending y'all to God week 1.
So what would be your strategy week 1? Go ahead and tell me.
How we gonna beat y'all?
How y'all gonna beat the Cowboys week 1?
You have no outside corners, Law, and you have no defensive tackle. We can do whatever we want. We could run, we could throw. All we got to do is wake up and come to the stadium. Y'all gonna lose because the hecklers gonna get in deck. Y'all better work on that silent count. The banner dropping in Philly, Law, it's different.
Hey, it's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing.
It's different, Law.
Going into
we had Jaden Daniels throwing knuckleballs.
Okay,
and that's the best rookie to ever play the game.
I wonder when you had that dude that wear 4. It's going to be a different situation. He coming to play y'all on his mama's birthday. It's going to be a different type of vibe for him. He's going to come in with, hey.
We reaching for anything?
We reaching for everything. You know what I'm saying? Jordan when he had the flu. Michael Jordan when he had the flu.
Come on. That ain't going to stop what's about to happen.
Huh?
That ain't going to stop what's about to happen. We about to put up a birth date. In points, 425-87. That's how many points we gonna drop.
I'm gonna zip mine up.
What you gonna zip
mine in? I'm gonna tuck mine in.
But in all honesty, Law, I feel like the tide is shifting. I feel like the NFL is understanding that y'all are a ratings cow. That's what y'all do. Y'all ratings darling.
Okay.
So they want to get their ratings early because after week 8, they don't know who y'all gonna be. They don't know if they can count on y'all. A lot of y'all stopped watching the team after week 8.
Y'all was doing draft analysis about week 8.
Hey, leave us alone. We were drafting everybody in October. We're like, hey, we can get Travis Hunter.
You know what I mean?
That's every year for us.
Getting the kids' Halloween costumes together. I look on my notifications. Law Nation talk about we need to go draft who? It's October 31st. Damn, in October. You know what I mean? I ain't know nothing about none of these rookies until a week. That's how long I've been celebrating. Until a week before the draft. Yeah. That's when I started doing homework.
It's about
who was coming out of college.
It's about 16. It's about 16 weeks before the first game, right? And all I'm looking for is the Cowboys to make 2 legitimate moves. A one tech, I meant to say, and a defensive back that can fit on the other side of Bland. Everything else, we good on the offensive side. And I think if it's a shootout situation, it could be just that. We can shoot out with y'all. We did it before. We can do it again.
I don't think y'all good. I don't think y'all good because who's the running back?
Okay, we're going to do running back by committee.
That don't work against us.
Yeah, come on. What you mean?
I don't think that's going to work, Law.
You better be mindful that you guys did lose a lot of depth with Milton Williams. He's gone. You know, you did lose some veteran Slay. He's no longer there in the building. Yeah, you're going to be requiring on Makuba, the other guy, to fill in the void of CJ. Sauce Jr., whatever his name may be. But hey, it's going to be y'all got some little tightness as little small little holes now. Y'all ain't all the way perfect.
I think the only hole.
Well, come in there with too much confidence. Watch what happens.
I have no choice. I just won a Super Bowl. I have no choice. I can't have it any other way.
That's a lot of confidence, ain't Louie? Ain't that right, Bat? They got 14, a lot of confidence.
Plus 14 the birds. I'm gonna just say that. We're gonna win by 14 or more.
Hey, Champ can talk like that, man. Champ can talk like that.
We're gonna win by 14 or more.
I can't say nothing to him.
Yeah, we're gonna win by 2 touchdowns or more. Listen, no Overshawn, right? Overshawn ain't playing. Diggs ain't playing.
Nope.
We got Sanborn, somebody we picked up. We got Kenneth Murray and them. Don't worry about it. You ain't gonna know who their names are. Look, I'm here to reclaim my brother's debt. You know what I'm saying? TP. I'm gonna see if we can put on the line.
Yeah, leave that man alone, Law.
I want to buy back my brother's debt. You know,
do not associate yourself with people like that, Law. Don't do it.
He said he's gonna be there. He's gonna be there.
Oh, he's gonna be there. Should I fly to the link and sit right beside you and have a camera? Come on with it.
Come get a cheesesteak.
Yeah. Give me
cheese. I don't know why everybody's so scared. I invited so many people. People ain't answering me back. I ain't gonna let that happen to nobody.
Yeah. We definitely gonna have to get that sponsored up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, come on out there, bro. We go to the 4th and John tailgate. You know what I mean? We go all over the place. Just hold it. See, you Law Nation.
Yeah.
I get it. If I come to a Cowboys game with Law, I understand the rules. I might got to hold your bags and stuff while people take pictures.
No, that ain't no mic. You gonna have to. Hey,
I understand. Like, hey, excuse me, tall sir.
A little bit. So
right. Excuse me. You know what I mean? Excuse me, tall sir, standing next to Law. Can you take this picture for me? I got you. I'll do that. But when we in Philly, just hold my. I don't have no bag. I just got a bottle of water. Just hold my bottle of water. Let me get that.
Okay, don't worry. Look, you can't spell brotherly love without LAW in it because it's somewhere in it. You can't see it, but come on, you got ain't nothing but love here though. But hey, when we get out there on the field and we watch it, just know I'm gonna be looking at you and be like, yeah. How you like the Dallas Cowboys dad? The dad of it all, Dak Prescott over the Eagles. I'm gonna be looking at you.
What type of advantage do you think Dak really got?
9-4 versus the Eagles.
I knew it.
You called it.
I know. I got to pour that out. There's one way or another. He's 3-3 at the link. Could have been 4-2, but your boy flipped him over. You know, Slay ain't there no more to flip him over on his head.
Yeah.
So,
and you know what?
Yeah.
I bullied Slay into tackling like that. Me talking trash to Slay on Twitter made Slay start tackling like that. He don't want to admit it. But I said they were scared to tackle when me and him had our little issues. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, I do too. I remember.
You know what I mean? But enough about that, man. Plus 14 Eagles, man. Y'all was ready to splatter y'all brains on the pavement till y'all got pickings. Just a week ago.
That tilt the scale right there. Shoot. With no Jalen Tolbert.
So let's talk about the offseason for everybody. Let's catch up, right? Okay. So the offseason, I feel like every team, to LB's point, Champ said everybody got better. I agree with him. And so let's talk about how each team has improved. Obviously, sometimes you lose players, and when you win the Super Bowl, you always gonna lose players because everybody wants to pick from the champs. So, but I don't know if there's a team in the league that does a better job of reloading and having guys ready to step in. Like Ojabo was playing good last year. I don't know about y'all or Jamo or whatever his damn name.
Moro or Jomo. Yeah. And that's why I was quiet when he talked about the Milton Williams departures. It's some dog. Even our last pick, you know what I mean? I'm doing my due diligence on him. I forget his name. Antoine Powell, Raylan. Dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think we cool with it because we run a rotation anyway. I think we straight.
So we're gonna start with the champ. Champion, tell us how your offseason went. Obviously, you've been partying like it's 2017 all over again. So tell me about the offseason and where you guys got better and how you feeling about the team heading into
one major reason I feel like we got better is by locking up Zach Bond long term. You know what I mean? That was a domino that had to happen.
Right.
Paying Saquon Barkley, the extra money that we paid him was unnecessary, but it was earned. You just won a Super Bowl, and this man had one of the greatest seasons of all time from the running back position. You know what I mean? So just locking those guys up and making sure that those pieces fit. Then you were able to extend Cam Jurgens. So you did a lot of necessary in-house work. You know what I mean? But I think the true icing on the cake was understanding that you had the 32nd pick and understanding how good a guy like Jihad Campbell could work for this defense. You know what I mean? I thought that was just a monumental pick. And it's a pick that we're not used to having. You know what I mean? We don't really go linebacker first. We don't go cornerback first. These are things we've done in the last 2 years. So, you know, I'm ecstatic. I like the Andrew Makuba drafting as well because he is like a more controlled CJ Gardner-Johnson. Now, losing CJ Gardner-Johnson, that's going to hurt. You know what I mean? That's going to hurt for sure. We got better by still retaining Vic Fangio for a second tenure. You know what I mean? A lot of pieces are still the same. So we went through a championship retool. You know what I mean? The main components and the main core of the offense is there. So, you know, I really can't say we got worse, but how much better can you get? What's better than with the ass beating we put on the Chiefs? You know what I mean? What else can we do? Can we go get Captain America? Like, what else do we need to do? We kept the core together. We did our job, and we didn't lose key pieces. It was rumors of AJ Brown. It was so many rumors, so many distractions. And, you know, I think we drafted really well. You know, Jahad Campbell, Makuba. I'm really, really high on the tight end. I'm sorry, the defensive tackle, which is from Nebraska.
Yeah, Ty Robinson.
Ty Robinson. I'm really, really high on
man,
that
he's
guy.
a dog.
I think that was a sleeper of a pick. I got a chance to watch some of the film of how he affected Shador Sanders in Colorado in college. He single-handedly wrecked that game. So he was like giving me, like, dare I say it, JJ Watt vibes or something like that. Like he really moved his feet really well for a guy that size. I think he led his team in tackles. He was one of the higher guys at his position in pressure rate. So I think we picked guys that fit what we like to do. You can tell that Howie Roseman is calling the shots, but he's heavily influenced by Fangio. That Jahad Campbell thing, that's a Fangio move, in my opinion. So I think we made championship moves to try to chase a repeat.
No doubt that Campbell.
The last thing I think is extremely important was bringing back Dallas Goedert. You could not afford to lose Dallas Goedert. You couldn't afford to lose Dallas Goedert, and we got him back cheaper for $4 million. We saved on during that deal. So I think we stayed the same. Honestly, I think
Howie Roseman is one of the better ones to do that. And then the Jihad Campbell, man, is crazy. He was right up there on me, like with the Jalen Walker, especially being an off-ball linebacker. One of the things that I'm gonna let people know is that his coverage ability, man. He can cover every blade of grass. He can cover pretty well. So you got not just a guy that can blitz off the edge, but he got some coverage ability that's a little bit better than Jalen Walker, believe it or not. So, he's one of the guys.
It's unfortunate that Nakobe Dean got hurt because he's done, man. If that kid come in week 1, I don't see Nakobe Dean coming back on the field, because one thing that Jahad Campbell does really well, the one thing that Fangio does is uses guys in simulated pressure. He'll show floor, then he'll bring that sneaky fifth guy. Sometimes it's Zach Bond, but that's just like, that's what Jahad Campbell can do. You know what I mean? With the best of them. So it could get real spooky, man, if we are able to unlock these pieces. And then you got guys that are still young and had a lot of success. Like I'm excited to see what the second year for Cooper DeJean is, or Quinyon Mitchell, Jalix Hunt. This will be the third year for Nolan Smith, who really came on strong down the stretch for that playoff run. So yeah, man. I mean, we got guys that are 24, 20. So we got Super Bowl champions that's 24, 25. Like the age doesn't speak for the experience that these guys got the last 3 years that have been on his roster.
He might not get a chance to get out there on the field, but he was a sleeper. The Antoine Ryland kid.
I think he's taking somebody's job. I think
he gonna get out there.
Oh yeah, he getting on that.
I think that
boy good.
To me,
I like
that. That's your Bryce Huff replacement. Y'all whiffed on Bryce Huff, and I think they see him as an undersized edge rusher in the mold of a Bryce Huff that can come in here and get pressure for y'all. Who's your offensive coordinator?
Damn, somebody I just had his name. He's new. He's a first-year guy. He was on the roster last year. I think he was the QB coach or something like that. Damn.
Okay.
I'm terrible with names. Let me look it up real quick.
All right. Oh, okay. So it's in-house though.
It's in-house, yeah.
Okay. In-house, okay. So they keep some of that. You know, if y'all can get Cam Williams to and he's a sleeper pick too. I watched a lot of his tape from Texas.
Somebody probably gonna tell it in the chat before I get to it.
Yeah, they're gonna tell it Patello or somebody.
Kevin Patullo.
Patullo.
Yeah, Kevin Patullo.
Here's my thoughts though. He's 6'6", man, big old boy for y'all, man. If he clean up his penalties, which he's gonna have a lot of chance to do, shit, y'all might got to steal out of him. You know,
you talking about Ty Robinson?
No. I'm talking about your offensive.
The tackle y'all drafted. He was young.
He's a dog.
He's super young. He should have went back to school, but I mean, what better school could you go to than Stoutland U, bro? He's going to pick up. That's Lane Johnson replacement in 2 years. That shit is crazy, bro. That's what they do, though.
You know, he just gonna sit around, you know, and our offensive linemen get paid. Whether it's with us, they'll do well enough to go somewhere and get a bag. You see, Mekhi Becton he had to take his bag.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I mean, I think we did what championship teams do. We found replacements for guys later on down the line. You already got your young core locked up. You didn't have to nobody's needing money. Everybody's paid. you know, we're gonna do the same things we did. We're gonna run the ball. If you can stop it, then Jalen gonna do him.
No doubt.
So I guess I'll go next, being that we're going in the order of which this division finished last year.
Wait, let me change my hat when you talk.
Yeah,
I got a different hat for you.
Oh, you got the championship hat? Oh.
Yeah, I got a different hat.
No, just say it one time. The champs is here. Come on, say it one time.
No, absolutely not.
I got a different hat for you, man.
So I guess I'll take the floor now, since I'm second place, sole possession of second place right now. So the offseason was outstanding. Hey, Bad Dog, you don't have to watch y'all not winning another game in that series, bro. You can just let it go. Okay, you can just let it go. Bad Dog.
I wouldn't go that far, man. They're right in this one.
What's the score?
I got a nice parlay in.
What is it?
83-81.
Okay, y'all in the game.
Yeah, we're in the game.
You better win this one, because if you don't, the series.
I understand that. That's why I'm watching it so intently.
I see you over there. I ain't seen Bad Dog neck stretch like that ever, boy. Bad Dog over there watching hard. So our offseason started. It started obviously with the big trade for Debo, and I thought we did a really first things first. Keeping our offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury was massive, because he easily could have left for a job, and he decided to stay and run it back. So that was huge, to give Jaden a little bit more time with the guy that helped, put him in the position that he was in last year. Then you go out, and I said after the Eagles won the Super Bowl, like I did a video and I asked, what are the things that we needed to do to put us in a position to compete with them, to close the gap? And I said, we need to get a guy with run after the catch, because you see what Vic Fangio does on defense, right?
Yeah.
He's playing that cover 4 shell. He's keeping everything in front of you, not getting anything over the top deep. You got to get guys that can catch it underneath and make something happen. Take a 5-yard catch, turn it into a 15, 17-yard game, because they're going to force you to nickel and dime, and they forcing you. They're going to make you snap the ball, and eventually they feel like you're going to make a mistake. Yeah. So to get Debo was huge. Was huge, because that's the guy you can throw that wide receiver screen to. You can throw that little, get that ball to him in a jet sweep.
Back. Yeah.
And he's a guy that's a yards after catch, run after catch, or run after contact dynamo, right? So he's gonna fit perfect in this offense. And then another big issue when we played Philadelphia was pressure. Like, they got consistent pressure on Jaden Daniels off the edge. Same thing when we played Dallas, but we were banged up. Our offensive line was in shambles when we played the Cowboys. We were fine when we played the Eagles, minus not having Sam Cosmi. And he was under consistent pressure all 3 games. The second game, not as much, but the first game and the last game, he was definitely under pressure. So going out and getting Laramie Tunsil, one of the best pass protecting left tackles in the game, massive. It fixed multiple positions on our offensive line, put us in a really good spot. And obviously, when you give up what we gave up to get him, to get Marshawn Lattimore last year, to get Debo, we didn't have a lot of draft picks. But to go out and use the 5 picks that we had to go get guys that I feel like make us better immediately. The Josh Connolly, the left tackle in the first round, that's going to fortify our offensive line. It takes Brandon Coleman, who played left tackle for us last year, and allows you to put him in his more natural spot of guard, because now you got bookend tackles. Whereas last year, we didn't even have we didn't even have 1 tackle, let alone 2. We got bookend tackles. Now you got a guard. You got Sam Cosmi coming off an injury, and Tyler Biadasz was outstanding for us last year. So we feel really good about our offensive line moving forward. And then in the second round, you get Amos. Yeah, Trey Amos, who I feel like is a dog. He was one of the best corners in this draft to me. To get him in the second round when we got him, to pair him with Marshawn Lattimore, and that allows us to move Mike Sainristil, who also had an excellent rookie season, into the slot where he belongs. So you feel really good about that. Jalen Lane, we took him in the 4th round. That gives us some punt return ability, special teams, and then he's also a guy that can stretch the field vertically. Ran a 4.3 4.40 at the combine, so he can flat out fly. So it's another guy you can get the football to. And then we took a linebacker in the 6th round, Kane Medrano. We'll see what he ends up being, but he was the most athletic linebacker at the combine, ran the fastest 40 at the combine. And so, Dan Quinn likes to do, take those smaller kind of safety type body guys, put them down in the box to give them a little bit more speed. I can see him being an excellent coverage guy, because that's what he excelled at UCLA, playing like some dime linebacker for us. That's down the road, though. And then our 7th round pick, that might be the steal of the draft. We think we got our starting running back of the future in the 7th. Yeah, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, aka Bill. He is a dog, and I think we might have got our running back of the future in the 7th round. We feel really good about that pickup. So when you look at our offseason, the biggest deficiency we had defensively, couldn't stop the run when we needed to. We went out and we signed every big, beefy defensive lineman you could think of to help us stop the damn run this offseason. I don't know where the sack's gonna come from right now. That's another story, another conversation for another day. But as far as stopping the run, we feel like we should be able to do that a lot better. And then, offensively, Jaden Daniels is the biggest asset that we've ever had in our franchise's history. So in my mind, you got to go out, you got to protect that. And that's what they did. So I feel like our offseason was tremendous. We've put ourselves in a position to go out and at a bare minimum, get back to the dance and see what happens. Because we've shown the ability to win on the road, but home is where the heart is. That's what we want. We want to be at home. So
it's hard, man. I will say this, man. It's hard getting to the NFC Championship game. You know that.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna warn y'all now. When y'all don't go back again this year, don't count it as a failure, bro.
It's been 30 years. It's been 30 years for our team.
We know how tough it is. We know we got an uphill battle, and it was easy last year when you were the hunter. Well, nobody checking for you, right? Now you're gonna be somewhat the hunted. It's still good to have Philadelphia in the division because they still the Don Daughters. They still the top dogs. So everybody's gunning for them. But our name out there. And it's a lot of people that want to see us fail just off the strength of Jaden Daniels because he's so damn good and he's getting all this attention.
Y'all done got some enemies, man. Y'all got the Bears for some reason.
They hate us, boy. They hate us. They hate our gut.
Dallas can't stand y'all. The Bears can't stand y'all.
The Bears can't stand because of that Hail Mary, man. That's why the Bears can't stand.
Well, I think the Bears don't like him because they're forced to say Caleb Williams is the better quarterback right now.
Yeah, right. That's what it boils down to.
I think that's what it because that's the guy they drafted.
Yeah.
But my guy Bo Nix, he coming, man. Don't worry, Bo gonna have a good
Bo gonna do his thing.
Yeah. Well, we all see Bo this year, so we gonna find out.
I like Bo.
And you guys drafted Trey Amos for this division perfectly.
Absolutely. I feel like everybody drafted for the division. Like I feel like they got to do a Carter because they know they got to deal with Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
The Eagles wanted Jahad Campbell, an off-ball linebacker, because they know they got to deal with Jaden Daniels. Everybody wanted that athletic guy so that if Jaden starts to get a little spicy back there, and we got a dude that can calm that down. Everybody wanted to have an athlete, I feel like, to be able to combat Jaden Daniels' legs because you got to deal with that dude twice a year. So it makes sense.
So if you were to play the Eagles, since they're the creme de la creme of this division, right? They're the number one team. They're coming off a Super Bowl. Do you put Trey Amos on AJ or do you roll the
Nah.
What's your strategy?
I think this gives you the ability to just let it ride. Like we feel good about both our boundary corners and our nickel now. So I think like last year, the problem was they felt good about AJ against both of those dudes, but like in the NFC Championship game, they went after Mikey Sainristil. Right, they went after him mercilessly because Mikey was playing off and soft because he didn't want to get beat deep, and so AJ was running hitches. AJ would turn around.
It wasn't just Mikey.
No,
Marshawn
got blessed. He got blessed on the
Marshawn Pamplemore was out there getting cooked by AJ.
No, he got blessed on the fourth down. That was pretty much it in that game. He got blessed on the fourth down, but at the end of the day, Mikey is supposed to be inside. Trey Amos ain't giving out no free lunches.
He gonna pull you down. He gonna fight you. He gonna at least pull some cloths. He gonna at least what that Denzel Washington say. I'm leaving
with something. We ain't giving away no free lunch, man. If you want to eat on the outside, you're gonna have to work for it now.
You better not put that rookie. You better not put that rookie on AJ Brown.
This ain't Emmanuel Forbes Jr. this time, bro.
You better not put that youngster on AJ Brown.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say. Marshawn Lattimore is washed though.
We gonna find out.
Marshawn Lattimore is washed. Marshawn Lattimore can't guard AJ or Smith.
No, man, don't do my guy like that.
He ain't washed.
This is the signs when they start getting washed. When they start crashing out. He completely crashed out in the NFC Championship game. Completely crashed.
No. You act like AJ. AJ be baiting dudes. AJ is serial beta, bro. He got into it and then tried to act like he ain't do nothing. And when the man he took the man whole helmet off, bro.
He washed,
man,
man.
whole helmet off.
He washed, man. That's because he's still trying to block after the play, man.
That game need to be that game need to be the next game, Dan.
That need to be
Washington need to play the Eagles week 2.
No, y'all shouldn't be playing September 4th.
Yeah,
y'all
let's get busy.
September 4th.
Let's get busy in September.
Can I just tell you something, Law?
What up?
This is the league is telling you where you stand now. Right?
Thank you.
The league is telling you that you are no longer in possession of the things that you used to be accustomed to. Like, for instance, you were always week 1 Sunday Night Football, right?
Yeah.
They said, we don't need you for that no more. We have Jaden Daniels in the Washington Commanders now for that purpose.
Who y'all play Sunday night?
We ain't there yet, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be.
Y'all gonna play the Giants, probably. Let's get it out the way.
We don't need the Giants on primetime television. That's a 1 o'clock Sunday affair. We don't need the Giants.
No, y'all sleep on the Giants. The Giants gonna catch one of y'all.
Hey,
I'm neighbors gonna get him.
I'm sleep. You gotta wake me up.
I ain't sleep on the Giants, man. I'm not sleep on them. Russell got some fight left in him. I ain't sleep on him, bro. I ain't sleep on him just yet.
Here's my take on the Giants. They finished better on defense collectively than the Washington team and the Cowboys last year. They had a better defense. And then look what they went and got. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let Bad Dog, you want to get in there? You know,
Bad Dog trying to watch this game. You go next, bro.
It's your turn anyway, man.
Okay,
I'm sitting here, and I'm wondering. I'm sitting here wondering how the fuck a guy can pick the ball up, literally jump in the air and land without dribbling, and there's no fucking travel. That's what I'm trying to figure out in the NBA. We can't travel in the NBA anymore.
I ain't never seen this out of Bad Dog before.
What the fuck? And he literally picked the ball up. He jumped and didn't do anything with the ball.
Down, boy, Them dogs.
Come on, man. I mean, what are we doing here?
Hey, this the Bad Dog I saw during the World Series right here, man. Y'all don't know nothing about this.
Bullshit.
That one inning, what was it? The 5th inning, Bad Dog?
Oh, that was brutal. That one went semi-viral.
Hey, y'all ain't seen this Bad Dog before, man. Y'all better prepare yourself.
Porzingis is ass, man. He about to mess the whole parlay up. Break in and get 10 points.
Yeah.
And he dealing with some kind of respiratory situation, man.
Bro, it been for 4 months. Like, damn, what you got, bro?
Yeah,
you got a virus for 4 months. You need to go see Dr. Sebi.
Yeah, you see somebody with the Sebi family. Yeah. All right, so overall of my team, basically we did a little bit of mixture of both. We went and got a Tyler Booker to deal with the massive front of the Philadelphia Eagles with Jalen Carter and all of those boys. So you got to protect it up front so Dak Prescott can climb the pocket and throw it to the right proper guy. So Tyler Booker, he by far, they gave him the best guarded grade in this draft. Do you guys agree or disagree? How y'all feel with that with Tyler Booker? Roll Tide.
The best what?
The best guard out of this draft. Do y'all agree or disagree? Because that's what a lot of people are saying, that he's one of the better guards out of this draft.
One of the better or the best? What are they saying exactly?
One of the better.
I'm gonna have to go find the guy. The guy named Sando, I believe that's his name. He's one of the NFL. Mike Sando. He said that Tyler Booker was the best guard out of this draft. Now you can take his word for it. He's not a Cowboy fan. He's not looking for clicks and views or what have you. So that was his opinion. So I'm just running with it with Mike Sando. You can Google it.
I think Tate Ratledge from Georgia was better. It's like, no.
I like Donovan Jackson out of Ohio State, but I think he's more of an athlete than Book is. But he's a brick house.
I will say this about Book though. I think Book got good film, very impressive film. He looks very, very hard to move. He just looks like an anchor.
Yeah, that's what
for a guy that plays guard for sure. He got strong hands, and I like his mindset. I like the things that he said on draft night.
Yeah, he gonna bring some of that to the table. Then he
got Micah hot and bothered.
Talking. Mike didn't like it, and then he loved it. You know, so that's what I'm looking for.
You gotta stop doing that, Law. Next time you see him, Law, you can't just crush the rookie's confidence like that, bro.
Let's go.
Come on, bro. Wait till you get in the car to be like, damn, he trashed. We should don't do it on live television.
Man, he did it live. So, man, he had to talk to him. And then he realized, okay, he's I'm going to say Louis' word. He's one of them ones, you know. But
at least Louis waited for some of the play on the field.
He did let some of the play on the field.
I had to see it first. I learned my lesson already.
Louis waited this time because he can't do that with no Jalen Carter one-on-one.
No, that's why we have Cooper Beebe in inside too. So we're gonna have two, two of the strong boys, man. Our edges may be very suspect with Terrence Steele and
I think that whole line food.
Nah, come on, man. Tyler Smith, don't be disrespectful.
That was food with Zach Martin.
Huh?
That was food with Zach Martin.
Man, food because that man was 97 years old with a bad back, man. Come on, man. Had great beers and shit coming out. Come on, man. The man was old, man. Yeah, but Zach Martin was him.
I will say this though. I think that's the weakest part of your offense right now. And I think the run game is extremely weak, but I think offensive line is the weakest part right now.
No, I think that, with Connor Riley, there's going to be more GT counters. There's going to be more pulls and traps. You're going to get these guys athletically moving. That's to the strength of Tyler Guyton, even though, he was a penalty machine last year. I think that he's going to have a ramp up for what he did last year going into his second season. We know playing left tackle is not an easy task to do, especially when you're coming off from the right tackle side from OU to the left side. And the Cowboys had to know of that last season, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, a lot of penalties.
Yeah. But here's what I'm gonna say though. With the second pick, Donovan Ezeraku. I wanted Trey Amos so bad right there at that spot, but I get it, right? I wanted a DB. I wanted somebody that could really be on the other side of Bland, so you don't have to rush back Diggs, right? But after I seen Donovan tape and started to dive into it, I said, man. We got us a specialist, man, and I heard that you guys were very high with him.
So the Commanders and the Cowboys hurt me. Yeah. Y'all hurt me with y'all second picks, man. Y'all hurt me bad. Y'all cut me deep.
Yeah.
Because I wanted both of them guys. They was high on my board.
Look, what's your thoughts on Donovan, man? Because I know you been in the draft.
He was a guy that a lot of our fans considered at 29. Like they wanted him in the worst way. A number of y'all draft picks were on our radar. Jaden Blue was another one where I was like, golly. So I mean, I thought y'all had everybody in this division, I thought had a really good draft, man. Really good draft. Even got some good football players in day 3. I even think the center y'all got out of Boston College, LB. I forgot his name, but his dad played in the league. I think he's I think he would start on a lot of teams in the NFL in 2 years. And obviously he's going to be on the bench as a backup.
Drew Kendall.
Yeah, Drew Kendall. There you go.
Huh? At all? He's just strictly a center.
I mean, I think he probably can play a guard, but he's really a center. He's really strictly a center.
What's your thoughts on the Eagles getting 3 offensive linemen? What are they trying to do with that?
Well, they just always stay prepared. That's why I say nobody does it better than Philadelphia. They just stay prepared. Like, remember last year in the playoffs, a lot of people forget this. They were scrambling going into the NFC Championship game on the interior of their line. They had injuries.
Cam Jurgens back was hurt. Come back and play. Landon Dickerson was playing center.
It got dark quick, and I think Jurgens even had to come into that game at one point.
Because Mekhi Becton got hurt.
Yep.
Jurgens got hurt. He had to come back
into the game, right? Hurt.
He had to get a
shot. He wasn't supposed to play, and so I think they're just preparing themselves so that if anything like that should ever arise again, they're prepared and they'll be able to have a guy step in and they won't miss a beat. So
because we were, that's one of the rare times I will say we were unprepared because having to have a guy you already know he's hurt before the game starts. At that point, if you're prepared, you can elevate somebody off the practice squad or something. We just ain't have it in the toolbox. Right. I knew we was getting prepared when we got a guard back in the CJ trade and the CJ Gardner-Johnson trade.
Yeah.
So we got a guard back there. So we just staying ready, man. And one thing Stoutland does is he get guys that can play multiple positions on the line. Yeah. Like Landon Dickerson could play every position on the offensive line. For how big he is, it's kind of impressive. Cam Jurgens is a natural center, but his first reps were at guard because Kelsey was still around.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, guys cross train all the time. And, they work as a unit. So
you're right. You're right.
I think it's just being prepared.
Yeah. But the Cowboys' 3rd round draft pick, Siobhan Revel, that's the makeup for Trey Amos, man. I just think that if he's healthy, it's the unknown though, Louis. If he's healthy, then you can say that he's right up there with Trey Amos. And and what his skill sets are and what he can do. But it's the level of competition, but it's what you got to see with your eyes on the tape. He's a physical 6'2" corner that's big, that can play on the outside, that can handle the guys like the Malik Neighbors or to a degree a Deebo Samuels in as well as A.J. Brown. So that's why they bringing him on. But I can tell y'all he won't be ready week 1 because he's coming off of that ACL. If I could just be 1,000 with y'all, he won't be ready. So he's like a future pick for me. Yeah. And the other guy, like you said, Jadon Blue, 4.28 speed, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's very versatile.
Yeah,
he's gonna be your new Tony Pollard, I believe. Where I don't, you guys got that back, Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams and all these dudes you brought in there. Figured y'all gonna have to figure that out, but he'll be the change of pace guy. I always felt like Tony Pollard was more of a threat by the time Zeke got to that point of his career. Tony Pollard was more of a threat than Zeke was. Yeah. That's how Jaden Blue was going to be. I still don't understand why you guys don't use your boy, the returner, more on offense. He would touch it 7 to 10 times a game for me easily. I don't understand why he's not touching it more. And out of the backfield, Kevontae Turpin to me is one of those dangerous weapons in the league that you just got to find ways to get him touches, and y'all just don't for whatever reason. But Blue could be that for y'all now, I guess, in a more traditional sense at the running back. He's a dog.
And for everyone that's worried about the fumble-itis and all of this stuff, you can fix that. Ask Bad Dog or what the Giants were able to do to fix Tiki fumble situation. So you can fix fumbles. It's a mental mindset. Get out of bounds, though, Jaden Blue, because he fumbles at least once every 30 snaps or something like that. It's a crazy number, though.
Yeah. And you got to also remember, he didn't have a big workload at Texas. I don't expect him to have one in Dallas either. He had a little bit bigger role than what I think he's going to have in Dallas. So he may not fumble as often. We'll see. But he's dynamic when he touches it. I do know that.
Yes, indeed. And our Shamar James, he's like a poor man's, for those who haven't watched a lot of tape, he's like our poor man's Agent Zero Overshown, but he got a little bit of grit to him. He can run
very poor.
Yeah, very
Overshown is a poor man's Overshown.
Wait a minute. No.
I like Overshown. I'm joking.
Yeah. But to get right to it, man, we got a guy named Jay Toya. Have you say that kid's name? He's a Tongan guy. He's going to be our big plug that fit right inside, but he's a rotational piece at that run tech, at the one tech. So he's going to come in behind Mozzie. He could give Mozzie a push for that starting role, though. That's about it, man.
No, you gotta talk about all y'all was trading like y'all damn mind went bad this offseason. You gotta talk about all them stinking ass trades.
Okay.
Trading for quarterbacks and corners.
Solomon Thomas.
You got to talk to me about all that.
Okay. Well, hey. Although y'all got rid of
George Pickens yet,
I thought I'd already touched on George Pickens. Pickens gonna play that X. He's gonna open up so many things. Hey, all of y'all be on notice because my guy C. Dangerous Lamb is about to eat, because he's going to demand the number 1 or the number 2 DB, while we going to have another guy that can win his one-on-ones. I like Brandon Cooks, but, man, he's 5'8" with clicks, man. Y'all was waving him off, man. Everybody like, okay, Brandon Cooks, man, we'll play 10 yards off, or we'll just bump him and knock him up off the screen. Now you got to really play the whole levels. You got to cover every blade of grass now that we got George Pickens, now that we got
George Pickens don't be getting no separation.
Okay, well,
that's a real thing.
Wait a minute.
He's a 50-50 jump ball guy.
Let him be a 50-50 jump ball guy. The guy to get all of the separation for us is C. Dangerous Lamb. All I want to do is somebody going to have to roll coverage. You're going to try to bracket him, and we're going to have the one-on-ones to the outside. But this is going to be the year my guy Jake Ferguson is going to have a rebound situation. So look out for the tight end. Look out for the tight end, because you can't guard two, can't cover everybody, Yeah.
What about cornerback? What about corner, man? What y'all doing over there, man? Kyer Elam, is that the answer? We traded for Kyer.
Hey, she's my
people
weak
were so
spot
high
right now.
on Kyer Elam coming out of college, though.
Yeah, he got upside, man. Former first-round draft pick. So here's what I'm gonna look at with this, and we all know a good front seven helps your defensive backs out or help your cornerbacks out. So if we can create pressure when we do with Michael Parsons, with Osa and Donovan Ezuraku and Marshawn Nealon here and there, we'll have better front. We'll have a better DB secondary situation for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like third place or fourth place.
No way. Okay. Hey, four is what we need. Now that we got Dak Prescott back into the building, it's gonna be okay.
Bad dog. Tell them why they're gonna be in fourth place this year.
Fourth place, Dallas. Fourth place this year, Dallas. Fourth place.
Rewind.
Fourth place. Fourth place. Why?
Why?
I think you guys are going in the wrong direction, honestly. George, how long is it going to be before George Pickens blows the gas? You know he ain't right in the head, right?
No, yeah, he definitely. He won taco short of a combination.
He's a mess. That guy's a mess. I mean, how long is it for?
We know how to handle those type of things. Dez Bryant,
Hey, Dallas loves that. I mean, Dallas loves that type of player, of course. But no, man, I don't know. Dallas. We'll see. Obviously, their season hinges on Dak Prescott. I don't think anybody questions that. I'm pretty sure that everybody knows.
So it's a wrap on
him.
It's a wrap.
Wait a minute. What you trying to say? We got better protection up front, and we got more weapons for Dak Prescott. So don't talk about Dak like that.
Dak's always had protection and weapons. I mean, that's not the.
I heard he had protections and weapons. Where do he finish? He don't finish fourth. He don't finish fourth, bad dog. And Louis, he don't finish third. Come on with it.
Hey, look. I heard a lot of Cowboys fans
up top
for Joe Milton the third, man. What you talking about?
Listen, if Mike Tomlin is selling a wide receiver, you don't buy. That's the card. That's
true.
Rule.
There's a reason.
That's the rule known around the National Football League. If Mike Tomlin is selling a wide receiver, you do not buy that.
Hey man, come on, man. Emmanuel Sanders left.
Emmanuel
Sanders did a great job. But one thing I'm gonna say this though.
Brown.
He won Super Bowls after he left Steelers.
George Pickens now?
Yeah, George Pickens. Come on. I ain't talking about Super Bowl right now.
George Pickens got y'all content creators running around wearing the shiesty.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
All
right. Dudes who ain't never put on a shiesty in their life running around wearing a shiesty because George Pickens is a crash out. Y'all celebrating a crash out?
LB, who else was physical on the Cowboys team outside of CeeDee Lamb? And you know how that was when he got pushed in the back. Who else was physical on offense?
He the only one.
There you
I can't
go.
lie to you.
Ferg, my guy. So now we got another guy that can go up against one of those bully balls that y'all gonna try to be doing over there on defense. I know it.
It's a lot. But Law, he's great when his head is all the way in the game. He don't block down the field. When Dak throw an interception, he gonna stand there. He ain't gonna chase down the play. He one of them type of guys, man. He got some things with him, man. And that's the worst place you want to go for a change of scenery is Dallas if you have behavioral issues.
Wait a minute. You acting like AJ Brown is the saint. He was sitting there reading books and stuff.
No,
now, on the
y'all acting like AJ Brown is what George Pickens is. That's what y'all doing.
Who was AJ Brown when Ryan Tannehill was throwing him the ball? Who was AJ Brown? Wasn't they having questionings about him when Ryan Tannehill was throwing him the ball?
AJ Brown has been an All-Pro 3 straight years, and AJ Brown is a Super Bowl champion.
Two Super Bowls, and that's after he left the Tennessee Titans.
That's after he left the Titans. Was there character issues about AJ in Tennessee?
I mean, after
it had to be something
Titans,
because they didn't want to pay him. They traded him. It had to be something that they was concerned about, obviously. But George Pickens.
But let me just say this though. I think that this was more of a play of David Mulugeta. He is the agent of George Pickens going into a contract year, and he didn't have nobody really throwing him the ball. Tiny hands, Kenny Pickett.
Ain't he Micah agent?
Yeah. So he see. Oh, now you see. Now you see what's going on here.
That makes it even worse. Two guys got to get paid, and you don't got your break.
We pushing the price of the pack up.
Yeah.
Today's price is not tomorrow's price.
How is he logically, I don't know the ins and outs, but how are you logically gonna broker a deal for Micah and George Pickens with y'all salary cap constraints?
Yeah. Hey man, we sitting on or floating on $34 to $37 million right now. You got
hold on. Why is Michael Parsons not even signed? What y'all gonna do on September 3rd?
Hey.
You already know who Jerry Jones is.
I mean, come on, man. You got to
He
get
gonna
the
hold
clicks.
out. He gonna be 320 pounds. He gonna miss preseason because y'all want to pay him, and they're gonna expect him to come in there and get some sacks against the defending champs.
Man, you just gotta understand, man. Let Jerry Jones got the damn the ski mask on.
Oh yeah,
right
Jerry
now.
he pulled it right out of them Tom Ford slacks after he get off that $100 million yacht. Throw that shiesty on.
You get the shiesty on Jerry.
I love Jerry Jones, y'all. That's what Jerry Jones did a couple of days ago, y'all. He went and talked to the rookies, knowing that he probably already knew the schedule, and told them to get ready for the Giants. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with Jerry Jones?
Yeah, man. See, we know what our excuses are, man. Jerry. So
Jerry Jones, bro, it's crazy. He said, I want y'all at y'all best so y'all can get ready to line up against them Giants.
Yeah. Because we played them week 2. We just gonna be 2-0 starting off the season.
Look,
y'all.
he's senile, man. He's still thinking about 3-4 years ago when the Cowboys had their Sunday night football against the Giants spot on lock.
He had to be senile. He must live in a time machine. Anytime you bring Dolly Parton to the halftime show in 2024.
Hey man,
nothing wrong with in a hot tub time machine. Nobody wants to see Dolly.
Nothing wrong with
Jerry do.
Jerry do.
He's checking out them cheeks at halftime. What you talking about? He's looking at
Jerry don't mind them flashbacks.
Yeah. 2-0, baby. Condensed milk, man. Just leave Jerry Jones alone, man. And then they put it in the cheerleader outfit, man.
Bad Dog, are you able to focus enough to tell us about
I don't know, man. This game's coming down to the wire.
No.
Nick's at 111-104 right now, like 3 minutes ago. So I don't know.
I was like,
the Knicks. What's the score? What's the score again?
111-104 Knicks right now.
Ooh, snap.
I think the Knicks should have this.
They're doing me a huge favor. I can't stand.
You don't know the Knicks.
Tatum got 42.
Tatum's been killing it.
Then he just went berserk. He just didn't have 42.
Yeah, no, he's been on fire. So is Derek White, man. Both of those guys are on fire. No, I can multi.
You think? I mean, you up 7. If it gets cut down to 2 or 3, then that's
trust me, man. The Knicks don't do anything but break your heart. I've been dealing with this shit for 41 years.
Look, man, you got this guy now, man. I don't know.
Jalen Brunson, 35 and 11
assists.
That's your cousin, man. Tell your cousin, man, what's going on.
Right, Jalen Brunson, Quinta Brunson. My peoples, man.
But listen, man, as far as y'all, I try not to get overexcited about it because same thing, man. I get hyped up and they let me down every freaking year. But I got to be honest, I think Joe Shane did an amazing job this offseason. I think he was very patient. I think he was aggressive, but he wasn't desperate. This is a guy whose job is on the line this year, and he could have went out there and did what Dave Gettleman did and overspent a bunch of free agents and reached for guys in the draft. And I don't think he did any of that. I mean, we certainly improved our secondary huge, getting Holland and Adebo. Those are big time additions to that secondary. And then you take a look at what they did in the draft. It was amazing. And obviously the quarterback situation is the best quarterback room we've had in years. Now, Russell Wilson ain't what he was 10 years ago, but Russell Wilson is a Super Bowl champion. He's been to 2 Super Bowls, probably headed for the Hall of Fame. He can read a defense. He's got a good arm. He's a guy that studies. He's going to be able to find where the will is, where the mic is. He's going to be able to make adjustments. He's going to be able to lead receivers. He's going to be able to throw them open. He's going to be anticipating. This is stuff Daniel Jones never did. He's cerebral. Daniel Jones wasn't. Daniel Jones looked confused all the time. So while Russell Wilson isn't what he was 10 years ago, he's better than any quarterback we've had in 6 years. And Anunoby's going to throw that down, and it's 113 to 104 right now. Okay, just sorry about that.
Bad Dog still in full broadcasting mode.
Tatum's hurt.
I knew y'all was going to get Jameis. I believe I predicted that.
Yeah.
Listen, I like Jameis too.
I was being funny, but Jameis could play.
When we talk about Jackson Dart, that's another thing. He's got a couple really good locker room guys to learn from. Daniel Jones did not have any of this stuff. So I feel like Jackson Dart's in a good situation. But another guy I think the Giants, an underrated guy that the Giants got was from Dallas. Chauncey Golston's a huge depth piece without question. Even Micah Parsons, one word.
Damn.
I mean, it was a really big addition. I think Joe Shane did a really good job with the money that he had to spend. I feel like he improved a lot in the defense. The Giants took big swings in the defense this year.
Hell yeah.
And if Shane Bowen can't get that shit together, he needs to be out of a job. Shane Bowen don't blitz. Go out there and you get guys that you can get there with the front four. Abdul Carter, he's the best player in the draft.
Yeah.
He's the best player in the draft. You can argue Travis Hunter, whatever, 1A and 1B. Those are the best 2 players in the draft. He is ridiculous how good Abdul Carter is, man. You had Abdul Carter, the Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence. That could be a really, really
and don't sleep on the Darius Alexander, though.
And that's what I'm saying. I was going to get to him too. But you improve your defense and your secondary, and now you got a pass rush. I mean, this defense could be something special. It takes time. I mean, you're not going to build. We've been rebuilding since Joe Shane got here. 2022 kind of set us back a little bit, but I think he's done a good job. You get Jackson Dart. You get Brian Daboll's guy. Brian Daboll wanted him. You go get his guy. Brian Daboll obviously got a lot of confidence in this kid. He's got some tools to work with. He definitely has swag. He's got confidence. This is shit you can't teach. You either got that or you don't. Yeah. He's got to learn to get out of bounds. He's got to learn to stop tucking his shoulder. And again, he's got some stuff to work on. But if anybody can work with him, it's Brian Daboll. And when you have a coach that believes in the quarterback, and again, he's going to have a year to sit and learn from Russ, from Jameis Winston, you're going to be able to build around him again next year. You're going to get him wide receiver 2 next year, I would imagine. You're going to help that offensive line again next year because you really didn't do a lot of that this year. Jackson Dart's going to be in a good situation. Darius Alexander was a steal in the 3rd round. A steal. You line him up next to Dexter Lawrence, man. He's a freaking man, okay? The Giants' run defense was terrible last year, but you add Alexander to Dexter Lawrence. And like I said, the rest of those guys in defense, this defense can be pretty good. This defense could be something good. It's obviously going to rely on the defense to win games this year, but I think it's going to be really good. One thing I love about Russell Wilson, he said Jalen Hyatt's untapped potential. Jalen Hyatt pretty much is a one-trick pony. We know he's not a great route runner. We go deep. Daniel Jones didn't throw the ball deep. Russell Wilson's got no problem doing that. So I like that. And I think on day 3, I think Joe Shane killed it. I love Cam Scatterbo. I love Cam.
Boo. Yeah.
Scatterboo.
Yeah. That's my guy.
Just in case you don't know.
Trash.
Yo.
Hey.
Have a poo.
Hey.
I got a new dog.
You got a new dog?
Yeah. Man, I gotta have a dog.
Oh, is that a poodle?
You might as well make a Christmas card.
Or a cavapoo. What that is?
It's a mini golden doodle.
Look
golden
at
doodle.
My son loves to show the dog off. My son's like every time I'm streaming, just
I got a
bad dog.
There you go, right there.
Where's my dog at?
There you go.
Name him George. Name him George.
Every time I'm live, he loves the dog. Every time I'm live, he loves
Hey, bad dog definitely need a dog, man.
Yeah, I do.
I
love her. I didn't want to listen. I didn't want a dog. I fought that for years. And then as soon as my wife brought her home, all right, I'm attached to it. I can't help it. But I love Scatterboo. And honestly, when Chris and I were doing the draft, okay, we either wanted Scatterboo or Bo at 105. They ended up getting both of them. I think Bo was a steal in round 5. I mean, that, again, he's got some stuff to work on. But you add some depth to the offensive line. He might end up being our starting guard by the end of the year because you're moving Evan Neal to guard. You don't know what the hell Evan Neal is going to do. But Bo definitely was a really good piece. Fedoni, he had a lot of injuries in Nebraska, but again, with what Brian Daboll does, as long as Fedoni's a good blocker, because he's never used the tight ends as weapons, you got Theo Johnson for that. Fedoni might be something special, or not something special, but he might give you some extra depth at the tight end spot because I don't think Daniel Bellinger is going to be around much longer. And then you go out and you get Corey Black, who's got, he's got some pretty good ball skills. Again, just a depth piece. You really just want those guys in the 7th round to make the team. If they make the team and they give you something, it's, it was worth it because nobody really expects 7th round guys to catch on and be stars. But I think Joe Shane did a really good job this offseason with his job in the line to not be super aggressive. He didn't give up a ton. You look at what the Falcons gave up to the Rams. He gave up a 1st-round pick to move from 46 to 26 for a defensive end. I didn't understand that. Joe Shane gave up 2 third-round picks, man, and one was an extra pick for Xavier McKinney. So I really like what he did. It's got to translate to the field, obviously, but I feel like he had a really good draft class last year. On paper, this one looks like the best he's ever had. And normally when you look at draft grades, and you can take them with a grain of salt, the Giants never get good grades in a draft. Every single media outlet gave these guys A plus, A minus, A plus. He killed it. They got to perform in the field, but I think that the Giants got a lot better this offseason, and we'll see how it translates to the field. We got a really tough schedule, but you know,
we all do.
If you're going to get better, you have to play against better teams, and every year is different. So we'll see. And the reason the Giants schedule is extra tough is because we got to play you three guys twice a year. That's obviously tough because
y'all gonna sweep Dallas.
We're gonna finish. I've been saying, and I say this on the other show. And Law, you're on Cowboys Collective. Okay, I'm on Giants Collective. You know how this goes. I've been saying for like 3 weeks. You get timestamp and tell me this aged like milk. I said the Giants gonna finish ahead of Dallas this year. So timestamp at 105.10. Bad take, bad dog. We're finishing ahead of Dallas in this division.
No way.
Mark it down.
No,
I'm telling you, Russell Wilson is a different level of cerebral at the position that they haven't had.
The NFL would not allow that. You know what I'm saying? Because Jerry Jones got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, got more time behind him than in front of him.
He's got another 100 years.
He got the reptilian blood. Y'all leave Jerry alone. But one thing I can tell you, you know, with the number 51 on your team, what's your expectations of him? Do you think that he compares to what Parsons did his year 1, or what you think he's going to do? Why y'all didn't give him 56 or number 11, man? What's going on with him, man?
Nobody wears 56. Come on, man. Number 1, I thought it was kind of, listen, I love his swag. The Knicks are going to win this game.
Yeah, they are. The game's over with. Y'all up 12. Y'all 10 with 30.
Yeah, the game's over with. I can't believe they actually won a game. One more. Nothing's easy for the Knicks. But
I'm shocked too.
I was surprised he asked for that number. Number 1, nobody wears 56. 56 isn't just the best player in the Giants. He's the best defense player in the history of the league. Okay. You don't just go in and ask for 56. I think he was half joking, but can you imagine? Why would you put that pressure on yourself to wear that number? Because then everybody's expecting you to be Lawrence Taylor, man. Nobody's Lawrence Taylor. Nobody shouldn't wear 56. 11, LB, that's Phil Simms. Okay, so Phil Simms' number is retired as well. Phil Simms actually came out and said, I'll unretire it. I don't care who wears it. He actually wanted to unretire it for Jackson Dart, which, again, I don't like that because you don't put that on a rookie that's never played a snap in the NFL. Why would a rookie wear a number of a guy who was important enough to a franchise for them to retire the number? LT and Phil Simms transformed the Giants into a legitimate team after being shit for 20 years.
Yeah.
Kind of that situation again. I really hope that Dart and Carter can give us what Taylor and Simms did, where they turn stuff around and we become a really good team again.
Dart got a better chance of being Simms than Carter got a better chance of being LT.
I agree with that. I
was second that one.
Nobody's going to be LT. So I agree with that totally. Nobody's going to be Lawrence Taylor. But if Parsons, listen to me. If Parsons might be a Giant, look, come on, baby.
Right.
Right. Penn State alum.
No way. You let him borrow number 11 then, huh?
If Abdul Carter was wearing 11, it'd be a little different because it's on the other side of the ball. I just don't like the thought of unretiring numbers for rookies that never played a down in the NFL. But I think Carter can play all over the field. I think he's just unbelievable. He's a super athletic guy. He has bend off the edges. When I watched him play against Notre Dame, I was just in awe of how good this kid is.
I didn't know he was that damn big either.
What's that?
I didn't know he was that big.
Yeah, everyone's like he's undersized. But what are you talking about? He's the same size as Micah Parsons. He's not undersized at all. But I'll tell you something the Giants have this year, at least when I look at the draft class that we didn't have, or like I don't feel like we had. There's a little attitude with this team now. Scannable brings you attitude. He runs pissed off. Jackson Dart's got some swag and some confidence. Abdul Carter's got confidence. Like, this seems to be a different rookie class. And again, I'm always hyped up in May. Shit, it's the offseason. We're all optimistic now. Like I said, Brian Dable is really happy at mini camp or rookie camp. You see him, he's joking around. He's having a great time. He's having the time of his life. And I'm just like, I hope he's got this same energy in November, because Giants fans know for the last few years, our season's over before October. The Yankees are playing after the Giants season is over. And I want it to be the other way around. I'd like to still be competitive in December this year. I feel like he took major strides towards that. We'll see how it goes. I'd really like to play a team I feel like we can beat week 1, man. I want to win. I don't want to play Washington. I ain't got to worry about playing Dallas or Philadelphia. I don't want to play like the Chiefs. I want to play a team I think they can beat. I think the Giants, for their confidence, need to go 1-0.
When's the last time y'all won the first game of the season?
2022.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not that long ago.
No, but Louis, that was the first time they won their opening game since 2009.
Yeah, I remember. It was crazy.
I mean, so they won the opening game one time in 15 freaking years.
Hey, don't worry, Bad Dog. By September September the 5th, my Cowboys be 1-0. That's okay.
That's
me.
Terrible.
One of y'all got to lose. So I'm cool with that.
You already know who that's going to be, but that's terrible. I'm sorry for you, Bad Dog. I'm sorry you go through this.
That's why he need that puppy.
He said it don't get easier, but you do get used to it, unfortunately. You do.
Damn, bro.
You do get used to
it. Lord, never let this be my reality. Getting used to being
for you, it ain't. I would love to see what Eagle fans did if it was the reality. It's easy. Not you, LB. I'm not saying you, but
I'm
it's
just
easy.
saying we ain't gonna live in no. Wait, hold on.
It's easy when you're talking about.
Yeah, you gotta change the hat up.
You're talking too reckless now. You're talking too reckless now.
Yeah, put the championship hat up. Go ahead, champion. Go ahead, champion. Go ahead, champion.
I want to know what Eagles fans do if this was their reality. Hold on, this ain't our reality. We ain't got to deal in no alternate universes. This ain't Spider-Man, Spider-Verse. This ain't.
Well, shit though. I mean, you guys know what it's like to not win for a long time.
Ooh.
You guys. I mean, you went how many years before you won a Super Bowl?
I'm not talking about none of that coming off of a Super Bowl.
But what I'm saying is, you've been there. You know it's like to not win a damn Super Bowl. Do you not?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Man,
so you started watching Eagles in 2017.
Listen, I'm a Super Bowl.
You know what it's like to go through a long stretch and not winning shit.
Talk to me about anything other than being a champion.
You know what the craziest thing though, LB and Bad Dog and Louie, I think that we got to run this show back next week because the schedule come out on Wednesday. You know,
schedule,
yeah, we gonna run it back.
So we can talk about who's going to tenderize who because the Cowboys coming back, bro. You know, that's all what it is.
This is a little friendly.
Come on with it.
I missed y'all. I won a Super Bowl. I don't hear from nobody.
What are you talking about? LB, I always converse with you on Twitter.
Bro, you do. Yeah, I hear from y'all. I'm just talking.
We had to stop talking noise in September over here in Cowboys land. So what you expect? How can I talk noise about anything? Checking in with the Eagles.
I talk noise all the time, man. I talk shit to Eagle fans all the time. I got no business doing it, but I do it anyway. Why the hell not?
Listen, our defense officially started once the draft kicked off. We are defending the throne, but what a season last year.
Dude, that ain't
we was
good.
able to beat the shit out of the Commanders.
Yeah.
And then go beat the shit out of the Chiefs. Pat, we did that to Pat. Jalen Hurts is top 5, dead or alive. I ain't gonna let you forget it. How he ain't top 5?
He's a really
he's a top 5 quarterback.
He's a really
top
good
5
quarterback.
What's your take on Jalen Hurts being better than Lamar Jackson? Because I heard
my take, the one that went viral, the one that fucked the whole universe up. I said it. Jalen Hurts is better than Lamar Jackson, and I'll explain why. Lamar Jackson is fantastic. Week 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. When he's spinning around, doing the hokey pokey, throwing backwards passes, running off fast, he is phenomenal. But when he get in the playoffs, that ain't the same guy. When Jalen get in the playoffs, he looked like what Lamar should be doing, making the right play, making the right read. Lamar Jackson, let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead, because you know about the action.
Has had a top 10 defense every single year he's been in the National Football League.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Ravens have allocated a first-round pick to the wide receiver position 3 times since Lamar Jackson has been in the National Football League. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson has finished with. Hold on, let me go on Twitter. Go on Twitter.
Twitter them things.
Let me show you some of the seasons Lamar Jackson has had. Where's that?
Two-time MVP.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is better because Jalen Hurts know how to win, bro. And that's what it's all about. I'm going to break it down for you right now.
Break it down.
I got a nice little comprehensive tweet on this. You know what I mean? This is about winning. I don't know what everybody think. Hold on, where is that? Here we go. Lamar Jackson in 2019, the Ravens had 13 Pro Bowlers and 6 All-Pros. 2023, 8 Pro Bowlers, 6 All-Pros. Just last year, 11 Pro Bowlers, 6 All-Pros. And you're 2-3 in the playoffs with 7 turnovers in these 3 years alone. In these years,
which one of them wide receivers equivalent to AJ?
Bro, that don't matter because what the Ravens did was drafted wide receivers in the first round for him.
They've been busting on them wide receivers.
Hey, that ain't that. Who called us that? Develop them then. Develop them then.
Hold on.
Bro,
tell me it was my turn.
It's my turn now.
My turn.
Okay.
Look. Let me ask you this though, LB. If you pick up Lamar Jackson, put him, and I know that you don't deal in that multiverse and all of this stuff, but you mean to tell me Lamar Jackson or Jaden Daniels wouldn't have been able to win the Super Bowl with your team?
No, they wouldn't have.
Josh Allen.
They wouldn't have. How can Lamar Jackson win a Super Bowl with my team when he can't win it with his team? I can't speak for Jaden Daniels because Jaden Daniels didn't see Spags and patting them. Them dudes piss down their leg when they see Pat.
How many of those Coronas you had, LB?
Them dudes piss down their leg when they see Pat. Them dudes are terrified of Patrick Mahomes.
Come on, man. You can't tell me Lamar Jackson has the same
Mahomes.
talent around him that Jalen Hurts does. Come on.
Man, what you mean? I'm talking about facts here.
Y'all got the best.
Lamar Jackson has had way too much talent to be out here looking like
Mark Andrews like to play volleyball with that football.
Yeah.
Wait.
Lamar Jackson. Mark Andrews can't catch a 2-point conversion.
Mark Andrews is Nelson Aguilar.
Put them in that hole. Lamar Jackson put them in that hole though. So we're gonna blame Andrews.
Who is Lamar Jackson's best wide receiver?
Bro, Lamar Jackson and
Zay Flowers. Yeah.
They need to do a better job of Zay Flowers went to the Pro Bowl this year. They need to do a better job of developing.
I ain't worried about Pro
some of that goes on to your quarterback and your coaching staff, bro. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not making no excuses for nobody. And Law, you Cowboys fans killed me. I'm gonna tell you why y'all killed me.
Break it down, bro. Break it down.
I'm gonna tell you why y'all killed me, Law. Y'all killed me because y'all ain't had no problem saying Lamar wasn't all that when y'all thought Dak should have won the MVP a couple years ago. Now that Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl, we can't talk bad about nobody. Lamar don't get it done. Am I lying or not?
Come on with it. So what Lamar Jackson record? 2-7 or something like that. 2-3. 2-3 in the playoffs.
2-3 or something like that in the playoffs.
I think he won 3 games in the playoffs. So he's just a hair above Dak Prescott at that point.
Oh, he's 3-5.
He's 3-5. He's 3-5. He was splitting hairs at this point. He had a better team just based off of what you said. So give us this situation with my guy, quarterback Dak Prescott. Watch what's gonna happen. Look, I'm just ready for week 1, LB. I'm ready for week 1. I'm not even gonna go down the list of the talent that Dak Prescott had.
Oh man, Dak Prescott's had way more talent than Lamar Jackson has.
No, he hasn't. Lamar Jackson
had a CeeDee Lamb on his team. Cooper.
Bro, I'm talking about a collective body. See, look, listen. I'm the only one up here that can speak for a Super Bowl roster because I've seen it.
Okay.
Y'all don't have Super Bowl. Y'all don't know. Lamar Jackson has had a top 10. It takes to have, you gotta have a good defense too to win a Super Bowl. Okay. A top 10 defense every year in the league.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson is the only quarterback to win multiple MVPs and never even play in a Super Bowl. Yeah. The only one with 2 or more to never even play in one.
Hit the top 10 defense, man.
You think and a top 10 defense every year? You think that's a coincidence? It's performance anxiety in the big moments. We gotta call a spade at some point.
He didn't drop that 2-point conversion.
Hey man, he threw a lot of picks in the playoffs. He threw a lot of picks in the playoffs.
When the chips are down and he needed to make a play, he did. His tight end let him down.
You know what? When you want to win in the playoffs, you can't make mistakes, man.
He didn't make
mistakes in the playoffs.
He didn't make a mistake there.
Every year they get eliminated. He make mistake. He threw an interception and fumbled. What? He didn't make no mistakes.
I say he didn't make a mistake on that play. His tight end dropped the ball. He can't do anything about it.
Hey, it's hard to make mistakes, man. We got Saquon Barkley. Oops, I said it out loud, huh?
Yeah, Derrick Henry. He had the number 2 running back.
He did have Derrick Henry, though.
Derrick Henry almost. You see what I'm saying? The more y'all talk about Lamar, the more it dawns on me that he be choking.
Yeah, but then you go from Derrick Henry, and then what if you have a AJ and a Smitty? You know, so I'm saying, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, man. Your team is blessed, man. The Eagles are blessed. The Eagles are blessed.
Blessed in y'all eyes.
What's y'all weak spot? What's the weak spots of the Eagles? What's y'all weak spot?
What's our weak spots? Where?
What's your weak spots?
He asking you. He asking you.
You talking about the team that just won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
There are none.
And what's the weak spot for this season? What 2025?
The weak spot for this season?
Yeah.
There are none. You want to know the weak spot for the
Cowboys
Ravens?
Gonna be y'all weak spot.
You want to know the weak spot for the Ravens?
Cowboys.
Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. That's the weak spot for the Ravens.
See,
did Lamar Jackson lose to Ryan Tannehill in the playoffs before?
I think so.
Yeah. I think Lamar Jackson lost to Ryan Tannehill, and Ryan Tannehill, I think they lost 19-12. You Lamar Jackson. Yeah, sip that tea.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
I'm looking for. I want my MVP to be an MVP when it's time to be an MVP.
Look,
how you got multiple? He should have won it this year. And we talk about weapons. He threw for 4,000 passing yards and 40 touchdown passes.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't make no magic happen in the postseason when you needed it.
Yeah.
He ain't needed. We don't worry about the weapons when he win it. He got enough weapons to win MVP, but not win a playoff game. Make it make sense, man. Stop.
Them damn Eagles don't have a single weak spot, Louis T.
Make it make sense, man. Y'all know I'm talking. Y'all know I'm telling you.
Y'all have a weak spot.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Asinine because how dare he say Jalen Hurts be better than Lamar Jackson?
We got nothing to say.
I just know I got the best quarterback in the conference. That's all I know. Y'all can have that conversation. I ain't got nothing. Let y'all have that shit.
Last year, you had the best quarterback last year. Just a year-to-year league, baby.
You're supposed to feel like that. You know what? You're supposed to feel like that.
Let y'all have that.
You're supposed to feel like that. We got a small sample size of what the kid is. I'm gonna just leave that at that.
Yeah, it's a small sample size. I'll agree with that, but
it's a small sample size.
I don't need to see much. I know what I saw. Y'all know what y'all saw last year. Y'all know.
I mean, yeah, I saw 50. I saw.
Oh, you gonna change the hat?
You gotta change the hat.
Go ahead, champ.
You don't get this hat. You don't get this hat by accident. See, if the kid was what you thought it was, this would be a W right here.
Hey,
this would be a W right here. If the
what was the score? What was the score? 55. What was it?
It was a 55 burger. It was like 55 to 23, something like that.
So let me ask you this. Louis T. Would you ever see that Jaden Daniels again?
What do you
mean?
mean?
Y'all erased that y'all erased that this offseason.
What do you mean?
The 55 to 23. Would you ever see him again?
No, Louis don't think he played bad.
He didn't play bad in that game.
I mean,
he didn't fumble the ball 3 times.
He didn't look good.
He wasn't. He
didn't look good.
Y'all didn't watch.
He didn't look like the guy that was here.
He didn't watch the same game. Like literally, he put us in a position to win that football game, and his teammates let him down. He took us down the field. I told you we had this conversation.
I'll say this: the first half was competitive. It got away. It kind of got away. 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
But what that ain't had nothing to do with him. Right.
It didn't have nothing to do with him. We
scored a touchdown.
We scored.
Y'all scored on a 4th and 5. Y'all hit a first down on a deep ball to AJ. Then you scored a touchdown after a penalty that I thought was a good call, but it could have been a bogus call on the rough.
So after we scored, y'all fumbled on the kick return.
Right, exactly. He didn't get to touch it. And then with 36 seconds left, he took us down the field and got us a field goal before halftime. We scored or had a chance to score on the first 9 out of 12 possessions. The first
you scored or had a chance.
I said had to score. We scored or had a chance to score on the first.
What does that mean? So why didn't you score if you had a chance?
They fumbled the ball, bro. I just told you.
That don't mean you would have scored had you not fumbled.
You don't know that. We don't know what would have happened.
You don't know that either. All we know is you fumbled.
Again, but all he could do was control what he could control.
That's true. That's
all he could do. He can't throw the ball, catch it, and run it.
That's true. I saw. So this is what I saw. I saw a lot of low balls, a lot of high balls, a lot of nervousness. He was a little nervous.
And I would be too. The offensive line was not great in that game, as it wasn't against y'all all season long, which is part of the reason why they went out and made the changes that they had to make on the offensive line to fortify, so he wouldn't have to be, have his feet moving and not be able to be set back there.
In a situation like that with his athleticism, I was surprised he didn't run more, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think y'all were going to allow that to happen. Yeah, he'd already gotten a 4th down run on y'all for a first down early in the game on the first possession. Y'all weren't going to be letting that happen too much more in that game. He was going to have to stand in that pocket and deliver the ball and let his playmakers do something. And they let him down in that game. And it happens. It's okay. We had a hell of a run. All of that shit that y'all was talking about that Lamar got and the Eagles got. We ain't got none of that shit. And we made it all the way to the NFC Championship game because of one man. So
and listen, what is everybody else's excuse though, yo? Because what Jaden Daniels did with a team that just had a few key pieces for real. I can't with confidence be running around here beating the table for Lamar Jackson, bro. I can't do it because Lamar Jackson has extremely blessed rosters, bro. His rosters are stacked every year, bro. To have a top 10 defense every year, and we sitting here, we got to kiss his feet because he performs really well to the level.
Let me ask Louis T this then. Is Jaden Daniels better than Lamar Jackson?
I can't say that after 1 year. Lamar Jackson, like he just said, won 2 MVPs. Do I think he's going to be better than Lamar Jackson?
Won MVP this year too.
Yeah.
He should have won MVP. You want to know why he didn't win MVP? Because he flamed out in the playoffs.
Now they did decide that before.
It's a regular season award. So
bruh,
he didn't win.
There's no way in the world that Josh Allen regular season play was better than Lamar's to win MVP.
I understand that, but that's what they vote on. If they don't, the players have nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
they could. In my opinion,
MVP fatigue. That's what they call it.
In my opinion,
that's what exactly
they had a conversation and they just couldn't justify giving him a third one because he don't be going nowhere. They just couldn't justify it.
There's a few leaks out here. At least these rumors about the schedule. I see December 20th, Eagles at Commanders.
That's not a leak. That's a real thing. Fox put it out. It's a doubleheader.
It is.
So we play the
Eagles.
We play the Eagles in the first game on a Saturday, the Saturday before Christmas, and then
Bears and Eagles, not Black Friday.
That's legit. That's real.
That's legit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just Commanders and Dolphins, November 16th, Madrid.
Yeah, that's Madrid. JD Cinco. Jetty Cinco. We going to Madrid. We going to Madrid, baby. Jetty Cinco. The NFL, let me tell y'all this. We can expound upon this. So I could tell y'all I said it before y'all see it with y'all own eyes. The NFL is putting us on a campaign this year to make Jaden Daniels the face of the NFC. He will be the equivalent of Patrick Mahomes in the AFC. We will have 7 primetime games this year. 7. Count them up.
7?
But why would it be him?
They're trying to get that stadium built. They're trying to get that stadium built. That's what it is, huh?
You know that, or you guessing that?
I'm guessing. I mean, we gonna have 2 Mondays.
7 prime times.
Just check this out. We gonna have 2 Mondays, 2 Sundays. We already know we playing the Eagles on a Saturday. We got the Madrid game over in Spain. That's 6. And we probably playing Dallas on Thanksgiving. If not, me and the LB.
So if the Eagles have the same amount of primetime games, how can you make that case?
You won the Super Bowl. Like you got a Thursday game just off the strength of you winning the Super Bowl. Like you wouldn't have been there if you didn't win the Super Bowl. They weren't going to put you on Monday. They weren't going to put you on Sunday. They would have put you in your normal week 2 Monday night spot. That's where you belong. That's where you always go. But what I'm telling you is, we are prime real estate now because of Jaden Daniels. I call it the Jaden Daniels effect.
I don't think so.
Wait a minute.
I don't think so.
He may have a point though, LB, because where's the draft going to be at next year?
That's in 2 years.
Yeah,
2 years.
Yeah.
That's the Jaden Daniels effect. All of
that's what it is. Jaden Daniels. I think that's what it is.
The draft was in Philly before.
I mean, I'm Jalen Hurts then.
No, but this is the thing. Jalen Hurts is a good player, but that's more of a team over there. Like what we're getting,
the whole team wasn't at the Met Gala. The whole team wasn't in Time Magazine.
The whole team wasn't at the White House. Everybody, that ain't for everybody. What's for one guy ain't for everybody.
People in the world. The whole team wasn't in the Time Magazine. The whole team wasn't on Men's Health Magazine. Right. The whole team didn't win Super Bowl.
They're not, because the quarterback gets the spoils. You know that.
Right.
But when we look at this team, your quarterback threw for less than 3,000 yards this season.
Jalen Hurts is everywhere off the field. If you think the NFL is trying to prop up Jaden Daniels to be the NFC face over Jalen Hurts right now, you're bugging.
They're looking for a face, though. They're looking for a face.
Of course they are.
Jalen Hurts. The face is there.
Oh,
it's
man.
not Jalen Hurts, bro.
There.
You can't.
I mean, it's right in your face. Y'all just don't want to believe it.
It's not, man. He's a part of. You can't.
When you pull up Jaden Daniels, his cock blocking mom is the first thing.
You can talk about his mom all you want, but that's not going to change the fact.
I'm talking about the truth.
Put it like this.
I'm just telling you.
LB,
You can't change the fact.
Louis T is right though, bro. Because when you think of the Eagles, who do you think? Who the first person come to mind?
Saquon Barkley.
When you think of the Washington team, who the first person coming to mind? When you think of the Washington team, who the first person come to mind?
Jaden Daniels.
There you go.
When you think of the Eagles, the first person that come to mind is Jalen Hurts, bro.
Man, you got a whole bunch of laundry list of guys, man. Come on with it. Come on. You got no weak spot, man. You are a good.
If Saquon Barkley didn't go to the White House, nobody will be talking about him, bro.
Man, everybody thinks Saquon, man, when you think of the Eagles, man. I think Saquon, and I think of the damn Giants for giving away.
It got to be half and half.
I think Saquon is still more marketable.
Saquon is not more marketable than Jalen Hurts, bro. Come on, man.
That running and jumping behind that hurdle, that backwards hurdle.
I'm just telling y'all.
Top 100 most influential people in Time Magazine.
I mean, Jalen Hurts, he's good with his money.
What are you talking about? No, we're talking about marketing here. We're talking about marketing. The Jordan brand, the Love Hurts shirts that sold out immediately.
We talk
marketing here, right? Are we talking marketing?
We talking about talent, and we talking about a dude that took the league by storm. Your guy is a passenger. He's a part. He's a cog in the machine.
Bro, that's
2,000 yards. The man could have bust open the record of 2,000 yards.
We can't sit here and lie. I can't allow you to lie like this.
Man, I like Hurts. Hurts my guy.
It's not about if you like him.
But Saquon Barkley is marketing.
It's not about if you like him or not. It's about
we like him. He's a good.
People love Saquon. People love Saquon. They like Hurts, but they love Saquon.
Bro, y'all need to do some research. Y'all need to do some research, bro.
Hey, look. All I know is when the schedule come out on Wednesday, and you see how many times y'all win the Super Bowl. They're supposed to put you on
the graphic for the game for the game week 1.
Listen, y'all won the Super Bowl. They're gonna always put the quarterback on the graphic if you have one. Like that's the choice. That's the preferential treatment you get when you're a quarterback. If you don't have one, then we got to go to the next guy.
Listen, man.
Right?
Listen.
To what I'm
respectfully, I understand you happy that you got your guy, but if you think Jaden Daniels is more popular than Jalen Hurts, and if you think Jaden Daniels is more of a face of the NFC than Jalen Hurts, you're lying to yourself.
If you think opposite, you're lying to yourself. But at the end of the
why Jaden Daniels wasn't in Time Magazine men's?
Because he didn't just win. He didn't just win the Super Bowl. That's
why Jaden Daniels wasn't in these places, bro.
Before you won the Super Bowl, was Jalen Hurts in any of that stuff?
Yes, before we won the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts had a whole Jordan ad in the commercial with Tiana.
I didn't ask you about Jordan. He already had a deal.
What are we talking about?
I'm asking you, is he in Time Magazine? Was he in Men's Health before he won the Super Bowl?
He probably was. He still had the number 1 selling jersey. He was all over the place. He was all pro
because you won the Super Bowl. Those things came. My guy didn't win the Super Bowl. My guy doesn't have what your guy has around him. What I'm telling you is the league represent. What you want me to tell you? What my guy did? My guy gave an entire organization hope. My guy took an organization that was downtrodden and made them a Super Bowl contending team in 1 season. This man helped us get a stadium. This man just helped us get an NFL draft in our city. Do you understand what our guy just did? Your guy's not doing that. Your guy's a part of a machine. He's a cog in a machine. My guy changed an entire franchise. They're not the same. They are not the same. This is what you call the Jaden Daniels.
Your guy changed y'all into what? My guy completed the objective. Your guy didn't.
My guy went in his first season.
My guy won the Super Bowl.
Did your guy win the Super Bowl in the first year?
Your guy lost to my guy.
Did your guy win the Super Bowl?
Your guy lost to my guy.
I'm asking you a question. Did he win the Super Bowl in his first season? Yes or no? Did your guy do that?
My guy been to 2 Super Bowls.
I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you any of that.
My guy won the Super Bowl this year.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you, did he win?
What's the point?
If you answer the question, I can tell you what the point is.
Bro,
come on with it.
Neither quarterback won the Super Bowl in their first season.
Okay,
I'm confused by
that's fine. If that's how you want to answer the question,
it don't make sense.
You didn't win the Super Bowl in your first year either. My quarterback, did your quarterback go to the NFC Championship game in his first season? Bruh. It's hard. You just sat here and told me to my face.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing with you, bro. You don't know what it's like.
I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just stating facts. Jaden Daniels effect when the schedule comes out. So, fellas,
you don't know. You're the epitome of just happy to be here, Lou. You were just happy to be in the championship game. You were just happy to be there, bro.
When the schedule
comes out, to be there.
When the schedule comes out,
you're satisfied with almost doing it.
Look, when the schedule comes out, I'm not gonna argue with you.
You can't.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna let the facts speak for themselves as time.
Facts.
The time will
look at your Super Bowl hat.
Time will reveal itself, right? That because you're talking about a team accomplishment.
No, y'all want to make it a team accomplishment. Y'all want to make it a team accomplishment
because we're looking at your quarterback. We're looking at your quarterback who threw for less than 3,000 yards and was carried throughout the course of the season by his 2,000-yard running back.
We're not talking about the regular season. What was his numbers? What was his numbers in the Super Bowl? What was his numbers in the Super Bowl?
Look, this is all I know.
What was his numbers in the Super Bowl? When it mattered most, what was his numbers in the Super Bowl? They carried him
to the Super Bowl.
What was his numbers in the Super Bowl?
We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this.
When it mattered, what was the numbers there?
We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this because we're not gonna hijack the show arguing.
What do Jalen Hurts average in Super Bowls?
I don't know.
Super Bowls.
I know he won one, he lost one. That's all I know. That's all I know. I know he won one, he lost one.
Talk to me nice.
So this is all I know.
You're not gonna get on here
when the NFL schedule comes out on Wednesday.
Your guy changed the franchise. Wasn't he part of a team?
Listen.
So the team.
Listen. Can we talk about the schedule? Can we talk about the schedule?
It ain't come out yet.
That's what. Can we talk about it?
Come on, man.
Yeah. He in his feelings. You in your feelings. You in your feelings. The truth hurts.
Some dignity restored.
The truth hurts, man.
Honor restored.
I'm not the one. Look, I didn't make the rules. My guy didn't throw for less than 3,000 yards. I didn't make the rules.
So didn't win
I'm just saying.
Your guy didn't win a Super Bowl or Super Bowl.
The schedule.
Come on,
when it comes out, we can have this discussion again. When the schedule comes out, I'm just telling y'all, we got 7 primetime games. We're gonna play.
Know that. We're not gonna say and let you. You're guessing. You're hoping.
I'm predicting. That's what we do, right? We predict the schedule. That's not okay. 2 days before the schedule come out, that's not okay to predict the schedule.
Bro.
Are you mad? You mad that I'm making a prediction
based upon what you think a guy likability is?
No.
Do you? 7 primetime games. What else?
We're not talking about likability. I don't care if you like my quarterback or not. He's better. That's all we're talking about. He's talent-wise, he's better. That's it. Your quarterback is good. You want us to say your quarterback is better, but he's not. I don't. Say this. Just say this. I'll be satisfied. Say he's a winner. Say he's a winner. Your quarterback's a winner. Say Super Bowl MVP. Say that too. Your quarterback is a winner. Say Super Bowl MVP too. Quarterback. And he's Super Bowl MVP. He's not a better quarterback. He's Super Bowl MVP. That's okay. He's a good quarterback.
He won the Super Bowl. We had a parade. Say it all.
You know who else is a winning quarterback? You know who else is a winning quarterback? Dak Prescott is a winning quarterback. You want a cookie for that? For being a winning quarterback?
Listen, this how down bad y'all is. Now Dak a winner? Then we can change your winner is?
I'm just telling you, regular season wise, Dak wins a lot of games. Lamar Jackson is a winner. He wins a lot of games, right?
All I know is
win a lot of games.
All I know is Nick Foles is the MVP Super Bowl winning Super Bowl II, champ too.
Now let's do this. Now let's pull up the list of guys who won an All-Pro and won Super Bowl MVP. That's a very short list.
Oh, come on.
Elite company on that list. Yeah, a couple guys might have snuck in the Super Bowl. Let's pull up the list of guys with all pros and Super Bowl MVP.
Hey,
okay, 6 of them.
Hey, look, man.
On that list, Jalen Hurts is though. Hey. Come on, man.
We going to the crib, man. We going to the crib. We got 7 prime timers coming our way when it's all said and done. My guess is 2 Sundays, 2 Mondays. We got a Saturday against the Eagles. I think we're gonna play on Christmas. I was telling LB before we got up here that the last year what they did was the 4 teams that played on that Saturday game before Christmas also played in the Christmas Day game. So it was Chiefs, Texans, Ravens, and Steelers that Saturday before Christmas. And then those 4 teams played on Christmas. It was Texans and Steelers, or Texans and Ravens, Steelers and Chiefs. They already reported that the Chiefs and the Broncos are playing on Christmas Day. So that leaves the 4 teams that were there for the week before. So I think, and they already said the Eagles are playing the Bears on Black Friday. So that leaves Eagles, Packers on Christmas, Bears, Commanders on Christmas. So if I'm telling you, I think we got a Christmas game, We already got the Saturday game against the Eagles. We got the Madrid game against the Dolphins. We're going to be on Sunday Night Football to kick this thing off because Dallas, we just kicked you out of that spot. That's our spot now. So we taking that Sunday night. If it ain't Sunday, it's Monday night. So we're going to have a primetime game to kick off the season because, again, they're trying to make Jaden Daniels the face of the NFC. So this is the campaign.
You're trying to, bro.
I'm not. I'm just telling you what the league trying to do. Look, Roger Goodell came to our city to
probably to have lunch with Donald Trump.
No, he came to our city to talk about
Washington D.C.
He came to our city to talk about getting a stadium there. Then he came back to our city to announce the draft, and he talked about Jaden Daniels. And everybody knows that the league has agendas, and this is one of them. We finna push Jaden Daniels because they see that star is bright, and they see what this could be. The NFC don't got one. The AFC got about 5 dudes, man. Right? And AFC got about 5 dudes over there. That's a beast. NFC crickets. Somebody's ready to take over the mantle, and it's this guy over here.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in Bad Dog in Law for letting this just run on. Y'all don't tell him to put a sock in it.
I just like listening. I enjoy listening. I like when other people think the same way I do. People think that Jalen Hurts is a passenger. It wouldn't be as good on another team.
Hey, look,
I just listen to Louie and go, that's right. That's right.
How does listen, when you get the Super Bowl, I guess this would come with it. The haters would come with it, bro.
That's right.
That's right.
If you think the league is pushing Jaden Daniels over Jalen Hurts.
Oh man.
So if you're about to have 7 primetime games, I guess we're gonna have 7 too. I don't.
You should. I believe you will. You'll be somewhere in that mix. You'll be somewhere in that mix.
The league still gonna push the Cowboys. Y'all can have y'all fights and scrap amongst each other, but the Cowboys still gonna be the creme.
The Cowboys will get pushed regardless. Yeah, I don't like the Cowboys, and I gotta admit, it's gonna be hard for me.
The Cowboys are good for ratings, whether they're good or the bad. They're good for ratings.
Hard for me to believe that the Eagles and the Commanders are gonna have more primetime games than the Cowboys. It's gonna be hard for me to believe that.
Oh, it's going down this year.
I don't think that's hard to believe.
Hey, that's going down this year. Especially
the Cowboys always have a lot of primetime games.
But some of them will be against you guys. I feel
exactly.
One of them is against you guys, and I feel like against the Command. That's a Sunday night or Monday night game.
The first one of the season is already against the Eagles.
Yes, I'm saying.
We're gonna top off with more primetime games. In the damn team that just won the Super Bowl, we're gonna still have more primetime.
I hope that.
I don't think so.
Y'all not gonna have more primetime.
I really don't want the Giants play Philly on Thursday.
The Eagles Rams is a primetime scenario. The Eagles Detroit is a primetime scenario.
You're getting 7.
The Eagles Commanders is a primetime scenario. You already
7.
got us in the Bears primetime.
Yeah.
Y'all might have the same amount as the Bears.
Y'all get 6 or 5 this year. 6 or 5.
I think we always get a bonus one because of the Thanksgiving Day. Yeah. So we're gonna get the primetime slots. I just want us to win. That's all I need for us.
No, y'all definitely gonna get y'all 6 for sure. 5 to 6 without.
We'll get our 3.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Anyway.
We might just because.
We all use the Giants as our homecoming game. You know, that's what we use for y'all, man. Yeah.
Not this year. Not this year.
Somebody gonna be disappointed this year. It's not gonna be me.
Not this year.
It's not gonna be.
We actually got a quarterback that knows what the hell he's doing behind center. It's gonna be weird.
This is what I want to ask you, Bad Dog. You were so excited about your offseason, and rightfully so. I like the things you guys did as well. But is it all in vain if the head GM and the head coach get fired after the season?
I'll be honest. I think what they did, unless it's a total disaster, unless you're 3-14 again or 2-15. You know how the Panthers were last year? Like they started off really bad, then they won a couple games. But they were really competitive against the Eagles, right? They took the Eagles right down to the wire. They took the Chiefs right down to the wire. I feel like if the Giants have those type of games where they might lose to Philly, but we're not getting run over by Philly. Like if we lose a tough game, say 27-24, and we're competitive with them, and they win 6 games, but they're competitive with, or maybe they sneak one against Dallas, because I think they can beat Dallas this year, or they sneak one against Washington, or like I said, they play Philadelphia tough. They sneak one against Detroit or Minnesota, like a team that they're not supposed to beat, but they do. And they beat the Saints. They should beat the Saints. They should beat the Raiders. I think they can beat the Bears. There's definitely some wins on the Giants' schedule. But I feel like if they go 6-11, but they're really competitive against the better teams like the Lions, like the Eagles, like the Commanders.
You notice he didn't mention you, Law.
Well, I don't think they're one of the better teams. We ain't beat Dallas, and we haven't beat Dak since 2016, right? I mean, I don't think we beat Dak since 2016. But I don't think the Cowboys are one of they're kind of middle of the pack. We ain't beat them in years.
You mid. He said he just said.
Oh, it's kind of mid. It's okay, but haven't beat us in 16.
I told you the Giants going to finish ahead of Dallas this year. So no, I didn't include that. But I do feel like they're going to, because what's going to happen is you got a rookie quarterback that's going to be able to sit there. So if the Giants do fall out of it, which is, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and go, we're going to win 10 games. I don't see that happening. But if we're, like I said, we win 6 games, and at the end of the year, you put him in, like Milroe did, where Milroe blew up in that last game of the season, and Jack Snart comes in and has a really good game. Joe Shane's going to say, listen, man, the defense should be good this year. Regardless of how the team is, the defense should be really good. Then he's going to say, listen, man, we got a future quarterback. We're going to build around him this year. We got a lot of cap space. I think the Giants are 9th in cap space going into next year. I mean, shit changes, obviously. Yeah. But they're 9th in cap space going into next year. You're going to have another year of drafting, have another year free agency. You're going to build around Jackson Dart. So he's going to say, listen, we took a swing at the defense. That's pretty set. Now we're going to build around this kid and give us a chance to build. And John Mara said he wanted a quarterback of the future. Well, now he got him. He got the quarterback of the future, hopefully. And they got the best player in the draft. So Joe Shane did a really good job. I think unless it completely goes off the tracks, I feel like they're going to be okay for next year.
Bad dog. Yes. I just want to say this. Even when Russell Wilson was on a better team with the Seattle Seahawks, he still struggled against the Cowboys. And that's when he was in his prime, on a better team and a better defense. So, look, I get it. I get how you feel when you're having Russell Wilson as your quarterback. I get how you feel, but it's still going to be the same thing. We're going to deliver those L's to you, bro. This is what it is.
I think we're beating Dallas once this year. I feel like Abdul Carter is going to fuck Dak up.
Hey, look, the division is going to be so competitive.
I'm worried about Dak, man. I don't think he's going to be 100%.
Why you think that?
I don't think that hamstring is a tricky one, bro. He old, man.
I can tell you this: he got into the best shape I think I've ever seen him in his life.
Where you see that at?
He looks slim down. Is he slim down? What?
Yeah, man, he trimmed and slim, man.
He lost some weight, man. He definitely looked different. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. He getting older now. He got to take care of his body, better care of his body. Getting old.
War of attrition. He gonna get there. Yeah.
Listen, man.
I know all about getting older.
I know some people that's wheelchair bound with brilliant minds, and to be a quarterback, they have a brilliant mind. Everybody in shape of the National Football League. Between them heirs, though, my man,
you ain't lying.
It's
Daniel Jones in good shape physically. In between the years,
I'm just looking at a documentary. It's this dog from Africa, man. They say this joint got the IQ of a pastry dish. That's what I think Dak is in them clutch moments, man.
Oh, how you just gonna do that?
I'm trying to give a good analogy, man.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, when Dak is healthy going up against the Eagles, it's competition, right? Even though you guys been stacked, you guys been always had top tier defenses, and Dak Prescott been able to hold his.
Last time Dak beat us.
I think that was the game when
I think it was Kenny Pickett.
Do you guys know what? I
think your quarterback was out. I think your guy.
It was
yeah. You guys know what the SPS is? Do you guys know what that is by any chance?
What?
The SPS, the Star Predictor Score.
What the hell is that? I've never heard of that.
No.
It's a test that simulates a potential score of players trying to predict their success when entering the NFL. Okay. You can take that for what it's worth. I don't know what the hell it is.
Okay.
Jackson Dart had a higher score than Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
That's my guy.
That's how you know the test.
Don't get up and walk off.
The test.
100 on that scale.
I like Jackson Dart.
I think Jackson Dart I don't know what this shit was. Shedeur Sanders bombed them interviews, man. There's no doubt.
Are you saying that you trust that test? That was
no,
crazy.
I'm not. I'm just saying it was a test. I don't trust shit. I don't trust grades. I want to see them on the field, man.
Yeah.
I want to see what they do on the field. You can have all the talent in the world. How many guys have been picked in the top 5 quarterbacks and they bomb?
I just seen a lot of what Jackson Dart was able to do with Trey Harris and all of those boys over there. I just think that Jackson Dart, man, he's gonna come in with Brian Daboll and what he did or what he was eligible to do with Josh Allen. You know how that started off, right? When he was with Bill. So I just think Jackson Dart is in a good situation where you don't have to rush him. He can sit behind 2 guys or 3 guys and just chill.
Sitting behind Russ is going to be like a dream come true.
Yeah.
And Jameis. Again, Jameis, we got personality now, man.
I think Jameis is going to end up being one of the better QB coaches when his career is over. I think he's going to be a phenomenal QB coach.
Jackson Dart has a really good quarterback room to learn from. And when he comes in, he's going to have Malik Neighbors. And Malik Neighbors had all kinds of records with Tim Boyle, Drew Lock, and Daniel Jones throwing the ball. So there's no way that, Russ isn't going to be better than that quarterback room. So I can only imagine what Malik Neighbors can do. And again, when I hear Russell Wilson say Jalen Hyatt's untapped potential, I love to hear this because I was very high on Jalen Hyatt. They don't just give the Biletnikoff Award away. So Jalen Hyatt's got a lot of potential. It's just
that's a wide receiver, right? Jalen Hyatt.
Yes, he's he's a speed guy. He's not a great route runner. He's got to work on that.
He was in North Carolina or something like that.
He is
Tennessee.
Okay.
But he is just a straight speed guy. He's a 4.3 guy, like a 4.3 flag, like he can fly. But he's a deep guy. He's a lot like Deshaun Jackson was with the Eagles. He just a guy that's going to get you a 50, 60. You might only catch 2 passes, but it's going to be for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. But nobody can throw the damn ball in the field for the Giants.
5-step drop. Yeah. Because you got to wait till the safety deliver. Yeah,
I think
you didn't have that. You didn't have no deep throw.
No, I think Russ is just gonna be really, really good. Like for the younger guys on this team. I'm not expecting Russell Wilson to have the games he did in his prime, but I feel like at least he's serviceable, man. He can play at this level. We know what he can.
If Scatterboo can run the ball and create that, getting that extra man in the box, and you have the one-on-ones to the outside with Malik Neighbors and Hyatt, then you might be working with something with that.
Well, Tyrone Tracy was great last year. I mean, he was fantastic. He's a 5th-round pick. I mean, he's obviously really fast. He can catch the ball out of the bag. He's got a fumbling problem. He's got to work on that.
Tracy, we popped him a couple times.
But if you have a guy like Cam Scatterboo, what I feel like he's going to be a 3rd down back, he's going to be your short yardage back. Listen, I know our line sucked, but even Saquon, as strong as he is, man, 3rd down and what we always sucked on 3rd and short. I think Scatterboo's a guy that can get that tough yard because he looks for contact. He wants to run people over. He's got a low center of gravity. And Emmitt Smith is 5'9", right? Emmitt Smith is 5'9", what, how much? 210, right? And he was tough to bring down, correct?
Yeah, but you said Tiki Barber is better than Emmitt, though. So I
mean, he was. I mean, I'm not bringing that up. I mean, Tiki Barber is one of 3. Are we going to go down this road again? One of 3 backs in the history of the NFL with 10,000 rush yards and 5,000 receiving yards, and he played for 7 years.
Jalen Hyatt is a bum. Don't ever say that.
Yeah, exactly, man. Leave this man out of any conversation we having. Yeah. Don't bring that man up.
We'll see. Well, I mean, maybe he is a bum, but we're going to find out. At least you got a guy that can throw the ball down to him. And like I said, one of my favorite sayings, someone said on Giants Collective, someone in the chat just said, fuck it, leak down there somewhere. Just throw the guy the ball, let him make a play. Instead of half the NFL is anyway. Throw the ball to your best receiver. Let him go get it. You don't think Jalen Hurts is throwing, AJ, go get that shit, and he gets it.
Yeah, one-on-one.
I take back everything I said good about y'all this stream, Giants. Y'all about to win 4. Y'all about to win 4 games. Y'all not beating Dallas, man. Y'all got
there you go, LB. Yeah.
Got a chance to hell. Yeah. But you know what? It got to be played on the field. I'm just talking about y'all poor mindset. You talk about hopefully we could win 6 games. Hopefully, we could be competitive and win 6 games.
I said hopefully they can be.
It's sad. It's sad to listen to.
That's where they are.
You make me wish nothing but bad for you.
That's where they are
in my division. While I'm sitting here on top of the throne, talk about hopefully we can.
I don't listen, man. I don't get ahead of myself. I've done that shit before. I've gotten ahead of myself before. What are you talking about, man? I just said we're gonna finish ahead of Dallas.
No way. No way. BTA.
Hey, it's crazy, man.
Well, we got put up for your
I
ass.
just had a Cowboys fan tell me that he got mad because I
You'll be
told him
Washington too. Watch.
in week 1, the Eagles Cowboys game, it's about the Eagles. I said Dallas just customers. That's it.
Wow.
He got mad and said, "You a bum. We the main attraction." Cowboys attraction told me.
No, they delusional, but you are too though. But they.
Why you gonna throw the man later?
Hey, he mad about
y'all are also very delusional in Dallas. Y'all don't understand that y'all are just being used while the record is 0-0.
No,
because everybody going to tune in.
We are.
Y'all got a big fan base. Y'all, y'all just being used for.
And by the way, for the record, I didn't say I hope we win 6 games. I said if they win 6 games, because Louis T said is it going to be all for naught if they lose their GM or coach. I said if they win 6 games and they're competitive against the better teams, they're going to keep their job. I didn't say I hope we win 6 games.
I've been being too nice as a champion. I hope y'all do win 6 games. Cam Scatterboo.
I hope we fuck you up.
Come on with it, yeah.
I hope we fuck you up. I hope Dexter Lawrence pancakes Jalen Hurts. It peels that man off the
You made him mad. You made him mad.
You running around.
That's what I hope.
Lou.
Come on with it.
You running around here and act like Cam Scatterboo gonna be some difference maker at the
I didn't say shit. I said he's going to be a difference maker. I said he's going to get 3rd down and short. What the hell are we talking about?
3rd and short. Tracy.
Listen.
Yeah,
Cam Scatterboo.
He little as hell.
Cam Scatterboo said this to all of y'all.
White man runs a football.
All right.
I think Cam.
And that was it. Well, you ain't on defense, are you, bitch?
McCaffrey.
Let's get to these supers.
All right, let's get to the super chat, man.
Scatterboo.
I want to scat boo in a later round.
63 Mortis. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, bro, y'all left us in World War III for 33 minutes. Bombs drop, fallout radiation everywhere. Ghouls walking around the comment section. Hey, look, man, we are
a little miscommunication. I was in the middle of calling the Knicks game, and I see Louis T calling me. Like, why is Louis T calling me? That's because my phone's texting, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of calling the game. And then Lord Bunce calls me. I said, what the fuck is going on?
Call him. Right, I'm like, bro, he ain't about to answer mine.
And look, he responded because he saw both of us hit him back to back. He knew something was up. I called, then you called. It was that second follow-up call that did it, man.
No, it was you, because then I started to look at the thing, and then when I was looking at the text, LB called, and I'm like, shit, are we doing this?
That was the one that did it. All I did was I loosened.
That's because listen, I gotta say, LB is a champ. I gotta.
You gotta pick up with the champ call.
I gotta pick up with the champ call.
Bat phone. I got that bat phone in all your office. I got a nice line of communication.
Hey, shout out to the over 1,500 of y'all out there in the comment section holding us down, man. We really appreciate each and every single one of y'all. If you would kindly hit the like button, as that helps this channel grow exponentially. If you haven't already done so, I don't know what you're waiting on, but go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss.
Listen, Louis right, man. When we take our hiatus after the season's over, there are a lot of imitators that imitate. There is no other show.
We're not for sale too. Somebody approached me trying to buy us. I said, we ain't for sale, man.
No, they never will be.
You can give us some money, though, but you can't buy us. Give us some money. We could talk about your sports drink. You can talk about your watch. You got a nice wallet. You want to talk about that?
Super friend.
You ain't about to put us on your block and say, take this pack.
Right.
You're not about to do that to us.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Right. You ain't do it. We ain't playing up games. We can do this by ourselves and be A-okay.
Facts. That's what we're doing right now.
Somebody got the honey bun in there.
You gotta skip right to that one.
Honey bun in there. Yeah. You know that into that honey bun, Lou.
Original, they never will be.
They got the honey bun. They dropping meatballs.
Come on with it. Pause if necessary.
Yes. Hey. Dr. Wright, thank you.
All of it.
Hey, Law, earlier today, I told you I would go to the store and get your Brasso for your old trophies. You owe me $4.98.
Wait a minute.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
Here we go, man. What I was trying to tell them is that these Super Bowls, man, they don't expire, man. Come on with it. So, right, they don't expire. That damn Super Bowl we won in 95, 30 seasons ago, look just like the one that LB got around his house somewhere. It looks similar. Come on.
They changed the metal in 2017 to platinum. Y'all had aluminum. Everything before 2017 was aluminum.
Oh my goodness, man. Come on with it.
What's that back there? What's that? The dinosaur exhibit?
Let me see if I can.
What's that back there?
It's like there's four from back there.
Yeah.
Looks like there's 9 on this side of the screen.
That's like Nintendo 64 graphics up there, Lord.
Not Nintendo 64.
That's Nintendo 64. That's
Hey, they don't age. No, show me yours. 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 Come on, go and show it. Show me. Go and show it to me. Show it to me. Come on with it.
I'm gonna leave.
Let it run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
Yeah, but now.
And now it's here.
Come on with it.
Or should I say, understand the cost? I am.
Come on, show it to me.
Close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Look at Tia and Tamara, man.
We all gonna lead together.
Come on with it.
1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching.
I got the twins.
It's 1,000 that's
You got
watching
twins, right?
online.
Lou, you know about this, Lou? What kind of stroll I need
This is
to
a
get?
small thing. I got 1,000 online to give this. I'm challenging
You know what I'm
each of
saying?
you
What kind of
all
stroll I
down
need for these
here
twins? This the
to get
latest
the
one right here.
$20 seed.
Look at that.
And I need everyone standing up
Focus
here
on
with
that.
us, with
Belt
me.
the ass.
Playing the
Belt the ass right there.
Low key. Even as ours is old as relics, they still look better than yours, man. These old relics. Hey, Louis T.
It's lunchtime with the bullies.
Hey, I'm staying out of this conversation. I ain't got nothing to do
right
with
there.
nothing.
17 birds.
Don't bring me in this one.
Mass Howie, Guantanamo Bay. All my viral sayings. Is on there. All the money makers is on there. It got something else on here too. What it say right here?
on the bucket.
The most points in postseason history, $145. Some of that belt went to you, Lou.
It did. I got nothing for you, bro.
Giving his worship.
I got nothing for you.
Other one right here.
Look at my relics.
Tom Brady got his head bust for this one.
You better.
His head bust for this one. We only run down on killers. We ain't seen no
LB.
We ran down on killers.
LB. Don't you want another one?
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you're gonna get it. Let me know. Let me know when you get one. Because then they be tied up with the Washington team.
Hey, hold on,
gotta
man.
pass them.
Hold on now. Wait a minute. I got something to say about this. Wait a minute.
So the Niners are gonna soften up those doggone Eagles real good. Tenderize that Philly meat real good. Wait a minute.
I got something to say about this.
Yeah, wait a minute.
We gonna get us one.
I'm looking around like, what the hell is Law talking about?
Wait a minute, ventriloquist law, you know? I thought my consciousness was speaking to me, man.
Hey, we're talking out loud, man.
That's an X over here.
Ellen Small. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, writes. Hey, NFC EAST Super Friends. Good to see y'all back. We appreciate you, Ellen. LB, I hope Eagles could get Stephon Gilmore. It's funny that you brought that up because LB said he's interested. Didn't you?
He tackles well, sound, OG, vet. I think we need a veteran presence.
That definitely would take check that box. Drew, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Drew writes, Law, y'all still have a strawberry daiquiri though. Ass.
Oh my gosh, man.
Sweet like syrup.
He gonna
be
sweet. He gonna be sweet on game. Go ahead.
Y'all, if y'all don't get it, if y'all don't go to a championship game this year, you done with him?
Here's my 1,000 truth on my quarterback. Now that we do, and I know people gonna say, hey, no excuses for Dak Prescott now. But if we can eclipse running the ball to set up play action, and we have those two wide receivers doing their thing, I have no room to say anything else. If Dak Prescott looked like he performed in those postseason games, whereas everything is on him and nobody else doing something, maybe I'll say something. But this year, hey, he should have running game. And he should have play action to be able to open up to hit those wide receivers. I have no room to I guess what we call it, be a Dak apologist with that, you know. So no excuses. Okay. If only I see what we doing with the run game and the other wide receivers. Yeah. I'm not afraid to say it.
Simo Mob, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, LT face is mad annoying. Dumbass shades on his face. Cowboys not scoring more than 15 points in week 1. Go Birds. Wow. Why does greatness affect Eagles fans so much? Do you got
You
that?
don't even know if you're an Eagles fan. You don't know.
You got to be an Eagles fan talking about the Cowboys not scoring more than 15 points.
Go Birds right there.
You know,
Go Birds.
hey, look, you know, you see LB, you know, that's that Philadelphia educational system.
No, I'm sleepy.
Right
I'm sleepy.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna cut you a break there.
Yeah. He definitely wouldn't go put Eagles in there. Go Eagles because he couldn't spell it. So he put
he probably would have left the L out.
Yeah. You see, he put Birds. That's easy.
Yeah. TJ Ryder, thank you for the super
How
chat.
did the mayor spell it? E-G-L-E-L-S.
She was at the parade. The New York mayor probably was in jail. All that corruption up there. My mayor was at the parade.
E-L-G-E.
Yeah, you ain't telling me nothing. I don't know, man. I don't like living in this state.
Which Jalen he's talking about, though? You know,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah,
Jalen Squirt. I don't even. Yeah,
I mean, Jalen Squirt.
I got a why.
That's definitely not an Eagles fan.
Yeah, that's
he
gotta
thought that
be.
was a diss.
Yeah, that's mine. Got a why in it. So, yeah.
Shout out to TJ.
Linda Conyers, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you.
Stop the cap. Jalen Hurts broke KC's back with those 10 runs for 72 yards, holding QB rushing record in the Super Bowl. Yeah. And
I think
he ran for 70 or more yards.
I think the defense broke Pat Mahomes' back. I think that's what that was.
Yeah.
That defense, unbelievable.
A lot of y'all, listen, it was supposed to be a defensive struggle then.
Rushing
a quarterback ass. It was supposed to be a barn burner. It was supposed to be 18-22. That was supposed to be the final score because Jalen Hurts can't beat the blitz.
They didn't blitz.
I tell you that. Whoop their ass up in that field, but okay. I digress. Linda again.
Yeah, Linda Conyers, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Go ahead, LB.
If we did that, if this QB was on the Eagles, then if I had a race with 12 Ferraris, they would all tie. What a dumbass premise.
What I can tell you, Linda, is if you had 12 Ferraris, Jalen Hurts would be the passenger in all 12 of them Ferraris.
Get him!
It's an evil world.
It's an evil world. It's an evil world.
Oh, with all die to have
drop the mic. Drop the mic. Hey, drop the mic, man. Dog, walk off.
It's funny. It's funny that a Cowboys fan and a Giants fan will find that laughable because they are begging for help. They say their quarterback need more help. They paying for their quarterback to be a passer.
Yeah, I love you, LB. I gotta give you some shit. Come on, bro.
Got to.
Yeah. I love it, man. That was a good one. That was a good one.
LB, you got to admit a little bit.
That's pretty good, LB. Come on.
I ain't like
you the LB. You know I can talk you shit, bro.
I ain't like
LB. He's smiling at me. He knows. He knows. He's in his head. He's like, shit, bad dog.
That was good. That was real good.
I'll text you later and tell you it was a good bad dog. But right now, I am.
He didn't like it. I don't like it. Clay McNeil, thank you for the super chat.
Hurts was the face of the Olympics last year. Yeah, it was like flag football Olympics, but you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, shit. He got a Super Bowl ring. African Surf, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, remember, Louis, if your quarterback not a winner, he's a loser.
That must be something you said, Lou.
I don't remember saying that because I don't consider my quarterback a loser. He didn't win the NFC Championship game. Shit. His first season in the league to get a team that won 4 games the year prior, 12 wins in the regular season, another 2 in the postseason. Shit, if that's a loser, all right, sign me up for more of that.
My quarterback got the same record. My quarterback got the same record in the Super Bowl Jalen Hurts does.
So I'll take it. Shit.
Facts.
I'll take it.
Your quarterback got the same record in the Super Bowl. Are you talking about Russell
Wilson? He had to think long and hard.
I'm thinking like Daniel Jones' ass. You know, I said it every stream.
He ain't here no more.
Yeah.
Right. I'm on a roll right now.
Yeah.
I saw
we all were like, you know.
I saw the gears that LB had turning like, what?
I was like, what? Daniel Jones is dog meat.
Daniel Jones is gone.
He was struggling.
He's in Indy somewhere, man.
Roy V, thank you for the super chat. He said, y'all got to do some research on Hurts. He had a lot of endorsements before the Super Bowl. Back in 22, he had a clean image which helped his marketability. The guy has more commercials and endorsements than Lamar.
Again, I'm not
Lamar's
arguing.
on Raising Canaan, though. Lamar, like in TV shows.
Like, I'm not arguing that Jalen Hurts is a good dude. I've already said this a million times. If he wasn't an Eagles quarterback, I'd be rooting like hell for him. He's a good dude, man. How can you not like Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts is the face of the NFC.
From afar,
Jalen Hurts
Lamar.
is the face of the NFC.
Yeah. From afar, Lamar.
Everybody on this panel know it except you. They can't say it because of pride.
Yeah.
No,
everybody in the world know he's the face of the NFC.
It's open right now. There's nobody there, and that's why they're looking for somebody to market there. And that void, they're hoping, the league is hoping it's going to be filled by Jalen Hurts. I mean, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
so,
but you know good and well, like from afar, Jalen Hurts look like a guy that can, process your taxes and he the one that you don't be afraid to leave, certain things with certain things.
I just saw a video of Dak getting knocked out in the parking lot.
Oh man, come on,
that ain't my quarterback. I'm saying them things don't happen to my quarterback. That what I'm saying, Lord, Dak running around with dildo water guns, getting knocked out in the parking lot. Jalen going to the Met Gala with a clean suit on and something bad on his arm.
Yeah, but
Daniel's mom there's me more dates.
There's nothing more higher than the Super Bowl. Of course, that Super Bowl that Jalen Hurts won an MVP, but Dak Prescott, Walter Payton Man of the Year. Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Hey, Law, you gotta let that go, man. You gotta stop bringing that up.
I'm just saying though, that is a very marketable thing, though. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stop bringing that up, man.
Yeah. But he is Walter Payton Man of the Year. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So I mean, he got a good image going on right there. That's all I'm saying.
Sympathy. Thank you for the Super J. He said LB just let them dream. They haven't had anything in about 40 years. That's facts. I feel sorry for them. They're deprived. They're deprived. They like them zombies off The Last of Us. The mushroom head dudes running around. They running around brainless.
Yeah.
Brainless. I should be looked at as a prophet to the Super Friends stream. I should be talked to with much more respect than this. I said we was going to go to command. Everything I said happened. And this is the thanks I get.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
I remember it burns me in my sleep at night. Look, Bad Dog, he's sick of me right now. I love it. It burns me in my sleep. It burns me in my sleep at night. I hear Bad Dog. LB, why don't you think it's going to be close? That plays in my mind every night.
I asked you why you didn't think it would be close.
Hey, I never thought that we would lose in that manner, but we hadn't turned the ball over. We were forcing turnovers. Everything was lined up. It felt good.
But
listen, I picked you guys to beat him, but I didn't think you'd beat him like that. I didn't see that happen.
And I did pick y'all to win the Super Bowl. Nobody else on the panel except for you, of course, you picked your team. I told you y'all were going to win the Super Bowl.
You said if
I put $100 in the Eagles win the Super Bowl. I want it. It's all good.
D'Angelo Brown, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. This is what everybody hoping, right? This is what they all hoping. D'Angelo's, they praying, boy. Pray on the all downfall over here, boy. Right there. It is. Jaden Daniels will have a second-year slump. DC4L. They praying for it, boy. It's a lot of fans out here.
Because Jalen Hurts' second year second year starting was a breakout. So I don't know, man. Sometimes it don't go out like that.
We gonna see. We gonna see what happens. Look. To everyone's point, I don't know what everybody's gauge is of a slump, because CJ Stroud, no, he was not as good, but his team ended up in the same exact spot they were in the year prior. They won the division, won a playoff game, and lost in the second round on the road. But yet his second season was not a success for some.
Anything, unfortunately for y'all, anything less than the NFC
championship game. Yeah. It's a failure from a team perspective. But if he plays better and another aspect of the team lets us down, then it is what it is. Because, like I said, this dude is only going to get better. He's locked in. Like, I've never seen anything quite like it at the quarterback position on our team. So I said on our team. I can't talk about anybody else. I'm just talking about our team. Can't see it. Like, Robert Griffin III had a great rookie season, but he got hurt at the end of his rookie season, and mentally he wasn't locked in. He wasn't like Jaden Daniels. He wasn't built like that. It's different. It's levels to this shit. Quentin Warner, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. All right, Dr. Q, listen, fellows. Dr. Q. Listen, fellows, love to hear you guys having a healthy debate. Eagles stayed healthy last season, period. Lions, 49ers, Cowboys suffered injuries. That's facts. But at the end of the day,
I don't care.
Nobody was talking about injuries when the Lions went 15-2 and had the #1 seed in the conference, right?
I don't care.
Like I don't know.
Nobody would have gave us the. What are you talking about? Our whole offensive line almost was hanging by a tooth thread again in the NFC Championship game. We needed those 2 weeks of rest like we needed water.
Yeah,
Kobe Dean got hurt in that game as well.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to that. The Eagles were relatively healthy. But at the end of the day, you still got to find ways to get it done in this league. It's a war of attrition.
Win a football game in a blizzard.
Yeah, you got to find a way to get it.
The road wasn't tough for nobody. Leading to the NFC Championship game, the road wasn't tough. They had to beat the #1 seed. It was a lot. Every game they won was on the road. That's a lot, bro. It was a lot.
Who?
I'm talking about you guys. You guys rolled in the playoffs wasn't easy.
No, hell no. Well, we had to go on. We had to beat 2 division winners.
Right.
On the road. Icy Wayne. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Icy Wayne writes, Lou, you got to let him know we did try to tell him that is last year. JD5 is way better than Hurts' ability to throw on the run, accuracy, arm, etc. Y'all let him get more weapons, a line, and an upgraded secondary. Y'all done. Hashtag HTTC. I mean, it's going to take time.
I don't think he throws on the run better than Jalen Hurts, but okay.
You don't think so?
I don't think he throws on the run better than Jalen Hurts.
What's Jalen Hurts? What's Jalen Hurts' best throw on the run you can think of?
What do you mean? What's his best throw on the run?
I can say the best throw on the run I saw JD5 make was that one to Terry McLaurin
against Cleveland. Against Cleveland.
Yeah, that was against Cincinnati.
I don't remember.
That one wasn't on the run.
That's right. That was a guy burying his helmet in his chest
on a blitz. Yeah. Which was a crazy throw. Insane.
That was when I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, shit. They got one. That's when you realize. That's when I realized.
Shit, he can play. I'll never forget that. I'm like, oh shit. That's what I said. Oh shit, he can play.
I could tell you the best throw.
Against us, I didn't think he was great. The first game he played, I thought he was good, but
the first couple games
against Cincinnati, I was like,
they didn't really like unlock the playbook or something like the first 2 games.
Whatever it was
like real basic.
I know Drew Phillips hit him pretty good, and he got a little dinged up, and I'm like, he ain't gonna last if he keeps doing that. But that throw against Cincinnati, I was like, oh shit, they got a quarterback. I'll never forget that, man. I was like, shit.
Yeah,
it's like everybody got a quarterback in this division now, except for us. It's like we had the Sam Howell days over here, and
man, some days are long gone, man.
I know.
I'm gonna wear that hat on the next.
What happened to Sam Howell?
He's in Seattle right now. They trying to trade him. They're trying to trade him. Trying to find a trade partner. So, Quentin Warner, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Who writes, don't want any player getting hurt. However, if Eagles lose quarterback, running back, linebacker, and cornerback for 8 to 10 games, are they still reaching the Super Bowl? Just ask the Lions.
Not asking the Lions shit. This is the NFC EAST Super Friends channel. I don't care about the Lions. The Lions was the #1 seed.
Did Goff get hurt for
one of us?
He didn't. The Lions didn't lose.
Now they lost Aiden Hutchinson. That hurt them. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's any question that hurt them.
They had a bunch of injuries.
Montgomery was banged up. It was 15 to 16.
They were beat up, but
Montgomery lost some time.
It happened,
bro. They didn't lose to the Commanders because they had injuries. They lost to the Commanders because they was trying to get too cute with the plays. Throwing the ball with Jameis Williamson, whatever his name is, intercepted that. Goff throwing picks in the red zone.
Just run the ball. They should have ran the ball.
It's crazy. As crazy as my Cowboys team was last year, we were still a game and a half away from going to the postseason. A warrior. Literally, you laugh. We beat the Washington team. Yeah, we beat the Washington team. And my guy Warrior, he touched the ball against Cincinnati. They beat the Cincinnati Bengals. So I get it. Laugh all you want. But I'm talking about the immense amount of injuries that we had last year. We suffered a lot of injuries. That's what Quinn, because he followed my channel. That's why he's saying the injuries thing. That's why I added that to it. You was a game and a half away. A game and a half away. For going to the postseason, believe it or
Cowboy
not.
fans not bad when they start doing that.
No, y'all can't sit back. Look,
Not bad when you're doing that.
Chat would tell you.
Wait till the end of next year when
yeah,
finish
yeah,
below
sure.
the Giants.
Listen, y'all was 4-7, and Micah Parsons was on the internet saying that y'all.
Hey, look, you were close. You were closer to a top 5 pick than you were the playoffs, man. Stop.
At the end of the day, the record states for itself. If the dude don't touch that ball against Cincinnati, they beat Cincinnati. And we already beat Washington. It got down to the end, and then that's when they started to change the philosophy and say, go ahead and lose out. That's exactly what happened, though. But take whatever you want to say. Laugh now, cry later. Come on with it. Yeah.
Hey, man, that's really super chats, bro. I'm falling asleep, man.
Hey, man. D'Angelo Brown, man. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, man. VB.
Honey bun.
Big old
honey bun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I got it.
And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close the doors.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Big shout out to VB for the hundo piece. We really do appreciate you holding us down. Got that ratchet next to your name too, man. We really appreciate you got that wrench.
If only I had my Crown Royal, we do one right now. But it's
look, man, LB ain't in no position to be taking no shots or none of that, man.
This is a fresh one too. Sticker still on it. I got about 4 of these. This how you know it's real when I got the thong on it. Get your championship hat with a thong on it. Look at that. Y'all don't know about that little thong.
Oh my God.
On it.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
I'll never get one of them, bro. You'll never get one of these.
Let me pull this up on one of these relics, man. They got the relics behind me, man.
You know what I want to see? I want to see a Cowboys Super Bowl hat from the 90s. Who got one?
Law got one of them joints. Man. Law got one. He got to blow the dust off that joint. Let
me look at some old rich man having an estate sale who died. He probably got one in his house somewhere. Where am I find one of them from? Somebody got one in some plastic.
We're gonna have one in the next couple years, man. I'm trying to get one before the new stadium come. We trying to have 1 or 2 of them things.
Probably one in King Tutankhamun's tomb with all the ancient relics.
Having the NFC EAST Super Friends back is always a good time. And Louis T, say it with your chest. Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts, fly Eagles fly. Look, he definitely won Super Bowl MVP, right? But I know this much. When it's all said and done, the Eagles have the best roster in the league. And he was able to do, and I told LB this, I said, when plays need to be made, Jalen Hurts made those plays. And you cannot take that from him. He played well, and when plays had to be made, he made them. But when I look at who you're building, and this is the conversation we always come back to. If you're building a team, and you're looking for a quarterback, who's the guy you're going to start your franchise with? It's not Jalen Hurts.
That's the conversation you come back to.
That's when people talk about quarterbacks and they talk about ranking quarterbacks.
Conversation in top 5s. That's a different conversation in top 5s.
It's not. Because if we're talking about top 5 quarterbacks, these are guys you would start franchises with. You're not.
That's not true. It's 2 different conversations.
Okay.
2 different conversations.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. Like I look at the MVP, way too early MVP odds for next season. I ain't see Jalen Hurts anywhere in there.
Yeah, you probably won't.
That's my point.
You probably won't.
I know my guys in the top 6. I do know that. Joaquin Williams, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Joaquin writes, so this is your records, your prediction. Philly 15-2, Washington 12-5, Dallas 11-6, Giants 10-7. Everybody making the playoffs.
I would take it.
Do you understand how difficult the schedule is this year? This ain't the AFC South and the NFC South we playing this year. This is like I looked at it.
AFC
Somebody
North,
had this out.
AFC West.
We were playing teams with a combined winning percentage. Obviously, last year is last year and this year is this year, but we know the Chiefs gonna be good. The Chargers are gonna be good. The Broncos ain't going nowhere. Like that's a good division, right? 645 was the win percentage of the teams. The next highest division, I think it was, or 63%. The next highest division is 54% in terms of the strength of schedule. Like nobody plays a stronger strength of schedule than we do this year.
No,
Partly
the Giants have the toughest schedule in the league.
Really?
Toughest schedule.
Oh, because you got to play our division. You got to play the three of us. That's why. I didn't think about it in that way. We all get a little break because your record is on our schedule twice. You don't get that same break.
No.
The Giants is not going to be an easy out this year.
They are not. Everybody is improved, and it used to be. I mean, y'all probably still feel like, hey, we better sweep the Giants. I'm almost there. I'm like, just beat the Giants. You probably like, not only do we need to sweep the Giants, we need to blow them out. That's probably how LB still.
Louis knows how it used to go.
I literally feel like we need to do whatever it takes to win every single game.
Just win. I don't give a shit what it looks like. Giants, we beat them twice close last year. Twice. I don't give a shit what it looked like. Just beat them twice.
That's all that matters. No style points in the NFL.
Facts. This ain't college. Pack 6 Manny. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. The chat temperament was different in 2023.
Plus, for me, we were coming off a damn playoff win for the first time in 10 years. I was feeling damn good. I was like, shit, we're on our way. Wrong.
Week one. What happened week one versus?
That was the year we went to the Super Bowl the first time.
Y'all went 2022, right?
Week one, I think I had one of my most viewed videos ever. I think
y'all struggled in 23.
I think about 70,000 people watched that video. I had to eat the crow against the Cowboys.
Yeah. What was the score?
That was a tough night.
What was the score?
I lost count. Honestly, it wasn't pretty. 40-0. I know after the game, I went down to 40. I was like,
You should have poured a few out for some of the homies, man.
Yeah.
Quentin Warner, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, no KC O-line is just horrible. Was all year long. I mean, it was, but still, despite that, no team did what the Eagles did to the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line in that Super Bowl.
Now we're making
the Eagles didn't blitz one time.
No, they absolutely destroyed them without blitzing with a 4-man rush, bro. That's crazy talk.
They beat the damn Chiefs so bad. I sent the damn hat to Lord Brunson immediately.
And do you have it?
It's upstairs.
He wore it on something. I just remember like I love that.
I got to see it, man.
I was
we go get something on Twitter, whatever it was.
I had it on Twitter a couple times.
Yeah. I was like, I love that hat.
LB, you gotta read this one. We gotta read this one, bro. This is
Anthony Mosley. LB, come on, bro.
I'm gonna let you read that. That's your Eagles fans right there. I'm gonna let y'all have that one, bro.
No, he ain't saying. He talking to me about. He talking about what they plan on doing to the Eagles.
No,
that's not an Eagles fan.
That's a Cowboys fan.
That's a Commanders fan.
Nah, that's a.
Wait a minute, no.
Cowboy fan. I ain't never seen that name before.
That's just Commanders fan.
That's a week one.
Cowboy fan. No way.
That's a week one.
No way, man.
Hey. That's a week one Dallas.
So the Niners are going to soften up those doggone Eagles real good. Tenderize that Philly meat real good. Oh, my God.
That's a Dallas fan right there. Law birthed that with comments like that.
Come on now.
That's a Cowboys fan.
That's a Chiefs fan right there. Somebody else.
Linda Conyers, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it.
Linda, man, DM me, Linda. I got something for you. I'm going to send you.
Wait a minute.
You're a champion.
She says, Passenger is a Super Bowl MVP. That ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to pastor, especially when he can't spell the word. I mean, that's like Philadelphia education. I mean, passenger. What is a passenger? What is a passenger? Come on, man.
Linda,
Lord, give me one of them. Come on, dog.
Hey, Linda, I still love you, bro. I still love you.
If Jalen Hurts is a passenger, Eli Manning is the ultimate passenger. Now let's talk about it.
Eli got 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
He was a passenger for both.
Eli carried the Giants in 2011. Carried them.
Carried them how? When?
The Giants are 27th in the league in defense and 32nd in rushing in 2011. Man, a man threw for almost 5,000 yards that year.
He won a Super Bowl that year?
Carried, yes, in 2011, yes, he carried us. And he had the most yards in the history of the NFL between regular season and postseason that year. Nobody's broken that record. He was a leader. He was driving.
I'm an Eli
2007,
fan.
yeah, I'll admit.
I'm
The
an Eli fan.
defense held him out a lot in 2007. 2011,
Yeah.
Eli drove him that bitch.
I know.
Eli said, "Give me the wheel."
I got it.
A pass singer, baby.
Hey,
a pass singer. This was
hey,
pass singer.
Linda,
Passenger.
I still love you, Linda. Don't listen to them. I love you.
Man, let Linda.
I listen.
Yeah,
Listen,
love you,
Linda,
I ain't saying that.
Linda.
I spelled wrong.
Linda.
And you know me, I got to correct the Philadelphia education system. We question it here. Them IEPs.
It's questionable.
TP, the TP way, the giant.
It's questionable.
This one is on you, Bad Dog.
Checkmate. Y'all getting wide receiver duos when y'all won't have enough time to give them the rock. Let's go, G-men. We here. That's right. On your throat. You're gonna get real familiar with number 51, and I ain't talking about Azeez Ojulari.
Bus alert.
Is that the number you wearing? It's some
Will Carter, yes.
Abdul Carter on Bus Watch.
Hey, look, man, y'all got some nasty numbers out there, man. I seen Scatterbo in 44. That's some nasty work, bro.
I like that. Nah, he should be 44.
That shit is nasty, bro.
Make him run. He already run like a 4-7.
He already slow as hell.
He ran a 4-7.
White man runs a football.
You ain't on defense, are you, bitch?
Law said he ran a 4-7.
No,
he ain't run a 40 before the.
How fast was that 44 in Washington back in the day?
Hey, Riggins was a 4.5 dude, man. Don't try that. Riggo was a 4.5.
Scatterbo 4.65.
Yeah,
he ran a 4.6.
Hey, he knocking on the door of that step 4.7, man. Open up.
Open
up.
I ain't worried about that. He don't need to run away from everybody.
Parson gonna get him before he get around the edge. All right, what we got?
TJ Ryder, thank you for the chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Who writes? Hurts kind of guy to steal your weed, then help you look for it. What are we doing right now? What are we doing? What are we doing, man?
Wait, I'm looking for you, man.
Hey. What you say you love that?
I got a tree behind me.
Justice A, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes? The Eagles won the Super Bowl, and they're still irrelevant. Nobody cares that y'all won, really. It's like y'all won the CFL championship. LB hair still premature. What
crazy as shit, boy. My shit long, boy. My shit healthy.
No, his shit, yeah. I got to put some respect on his hair name, man. Shout out to LB hair, man. Stop it.
You ain't see the old pictures when I first started? Stop playing me, young boy. This ain't no weave. I got my hair look better than every lady you know, probably.
Damn.
Luscious, you know what I'm saying? Luscious LB.
Chill, bro.
Chill. You spent $5 to talk about me, and you spent $5 to talk about my hair and Eagles, but we irrelevant. Spend another $5. Let me know what you think.
Swallow that.
Rocky D, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, not worrying about JD5 sophomore year because his mom clearly kills distractions. I hope she C-blocks him his entire career, LOL, until he wins 4 Super Bowls. He ain't worrying about what nobody talking about his mom.
That kid got a
She was on the pivot. Wasn't she on the pivot?
Yeah, she was just up there.
She was on the pivot before him.
That boy got a.
He was on the pivot last year. Stop.
He got a bright future in front of him because his mom
before he even played it down in the league. He was on the pivot pod.
No dissipating.
She ain't put. Yeah,
she don't let him go outside. None of that stuff, man. God dog, boy.
Man,
that's
Juju Watkins got a bright future. She ain't one of these.
But she young though. She young. She 19, bro.
Yeah,
grow up a little bit before you slide in there, man.
But you already know what Shay Sharp said, man.
All I ask.
If it's 18 to 80, shoot, he gonna get right in it.
Shay Sharp said 18 to 80, young, black, and crazy. He don't care.
Look, man.
From 18 to 80, young, black, and crazy.
Hey, don't nobody out there take any advice from Unc Shay Shay. No advice from this man.
That boy said 18 to 80, boy. Shay Sharp crazy, boy.
Hey, look, no advice from that man.
He said if she ain't, wait, what he said? Something like, if she ain't 280, she ain't a lady. Said something.
That boy in the
this girl that's a $113. You be lying, Unc.
Unc on some weird activities, man.
Look, a lot of weird activities. We ain't even gonna talk about that though. Mike Ross, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, Bad Dog, how you feeling so far about Jackson Dart?
I'm optimistic. I mean, we got to see. I don't think we're going to get a look at him for a while. I don't want to look at him for a while, but I'm optimistic that they're going to build around him, and him being able to sit a year behind two really good veterans that have good leadership qualities, can teach the kid the ropes. Brian Dable can develop him in this year, and then they can go out and get him wide receiver 2 to go Malik Neighbors and improve the old line. I'm optimistic that he can be good, but I mean, I don't really know what to expect from him, you know. So I like his attitude. I think he's got a lot of confidence. I think he handled the media very well, but it's rookie training camp, man. Let's see how he handles the media. If he goes out there and he goes 13 for 34, 3 interceptions, we'll see how that goes. But
yeah, didn't he step up and ask everybody to state their name so he could learn?
I pretty much said, yeah, you see that guy named Pat Leonard? Don't talk to that guy. You see Pat the Rat, don't even talk to him. Ain't nobody want to talk to Pat Leonard.
Did somebody school him on that?
He watches all our videos, you know. So no, not really. But I mean, people should school him on it because Pat Leonard sucks ass. I'm sure everybody got one of the media guys, and there's just an ass.
Yeah,
Pat Leonard's ours.
Yeah. I mean, they get to shine when you're down. Like when you're playing well, they don't have a lot to work with. So, Corey Ryan, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Corey writes, Sam Howell went to the Vikings. Oh yeah, that's right. He got traded. I think they did like a late round swap or something. Because I got excited for him because I said that's a good place for him with Kevin O'Connell.
He might play.
Yeah, that's a good place for him.
He's gonna play.
That's a good place for him. That's right. I forgot all about that.
There's another Cowboy fan.
Hector, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Go ahead, Law.
Jalen Hurts like the tush push, and that gonna take that back and remind him who daddy first game. But look, man, come on, man. So the Niners gonna soften up those doggone Eagles real good, tenderize that Philly meat real good.
Hey, you put this battery in their back, Law.
No, I put the battery in the back,
you put
man.
the battery in their back. You got them talking saucy like that.
Let them know who.
Real sassy like that, man.
Hey, my name, Daddy. That's what he gonna try to make her.
Daddy, call him Daddy Dak. That's what
Daddy Dak. Oh my God.
Hey, I can't with y'all Cowboys fans, man. Quentin Warner, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Quentin Warner writes, LT. Okay, so he's a Cowboys fan. So
yeah, that's my guy, man.
That's your guy. Go ahead, read it then. That's your guy.
Wait, Dr. Q.
Dr. Q.
Dr. Q, LT, listen, as a Cowboys fan, I am going to disagree with you. Eagles don't have the best roster. It was the Lions. It's pained me to say that, but Eagles DL was top. So talking about defensive line was top. You know, a better defensive line gonna always help out your secondary. I think that the Eagles, by far, like what LB said, man, about an hour ago, they don't have a lot of weak spots, bro. And you got to catch them when you can.
Dude, I mean, if we went through these rosters,
a bunch of picks, and the other quarterback did. Jared Goff wet the bed in that game.
But
if Jalen Hurts would have played in any game like Jared Goff did, we would have not won a Super Bowl.
But the pieces that you guys lost this past offseason is pieces that I think that you guys can recover from. Yeah. But it's depth pieces that you lost, though. Your starters still the starters. That's the craziest thing about it. And then y'all drafted McCruber and all of those boys. So we'll see, though. But
well, the thing is, on offense, we kept the main thing. Yeah. Make sure the offensive line good. Make sure Saquon Barkley is paid.
Yeah, and Saquon got paid, and I'm not wishing no injuries upon him, but I had never seen him play back-to-back years healthy. Now, on top of that, it's something to pay close attention to what Louis T said earlier. It's different now that you're going to be the hunt hit, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a different vibe. And everybody's going to try to give you guys your best.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in this position different. You know what I mean? I've been hunted a few times.
Yeah.
It's different when you win the Super Bowl, though.
Yeah.
It's different when because you get everybody.
The Cowboys and the Chiefs know how it feels going back to back, though. Even though it happened many years ago, but you know what I'm saying. You see the
Super Bowl.
Patriots won back to back.
Patriots too. Yeah.
Last time we won it, so you know.
Say again.
It's cool. We straight.
Yeah, I'm straight. Okay.
And I agree to disagree with Quentin too, because if we go position for position, ain't no way in hell the Lions roster is better than the Eagles roster. I'm just telling you right now.
I mean,
both teams healthy, fully healthy. Last year, ain't no way in hell you convincing me that the Lions secondary was better. The Lions linebackers were better. The Lions D-line was better. The Lions quarterback was better. The Lions.
Wait. So are you saying that they wouldn't give a good challenge to the Eagles? on a neutral field. Both teams.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that team wise
so.
they wouldn't have competed well against the Eagles. I'm just telling you, if we talking about the totality of each team's roster, better top to bottom, it's the Philadelphia Eagles roster. I don't think anybody's arguing that. He's arguing that the Eagles didn't have the best roster in football last year. That's crazy to me.
Oh, best roster in all
for
of
a long time,
all of football.
For a while, everybody was clamoring over the Detroit Lions though for weeks.
I mean, Detroit Lions was exhibiting better defense.
I
mean, better offense and defense. I think that last year the Detroit Lions, before all of the injuries occurred, they had a better ranking offense, and then their defense was still top 3, collectively speaking.
Yeah, our defense was top 1 at
all
times.
But you also
our offense wasn't always. We had the number 1 rushing offense, but collectively we didn't have the number 1 offense.
But also, you got to take into consideration
independent running team.
You got to also take into consideration the Lions, that whole division, why they won as many games. They played the AFC South. That's Jacksonville. That's Indianapolis. That's, Tennessee. Like, you get your shit off when you playing against those teams. So,
you know how you say
your rankings is your rankings though.
Louis T, you know how you
also got to take into consideration.
You know how every year they say pretenders versus contenders. Like, for a period of time, people were looking at the Vikings like they were one of them teams, right?
Look at how they went out.
And look how they went out. Yeah, so it's crazy, man. It's a different football league when you get to the playoffs.
Because everybody good. You don't get to beat up on the Tennessee Titans no more.
The Vikings showed us who they was when it was time to play for the number 1 seed.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
True.
That's right. We already knew
it was right there in their hands. They showed that was too much pressure for them.
Joaquin Williams, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? AFC has the more talented quarterbacks, but the NFC has the better teams. NFC is way more physical. The AFC North is the closest. Jalen 14-1 versus them. Yeah, they
that's a good ass record. Say that again. 14-1.
Yeah, they mopped them up last year. Didn't y'all sweep the division last year?
That's good shit.
We swept the Ravens division last year.
Yeah, the AFC North. Yeah, they swept them last year.
Yeah, we swept the Ravens
division to beat everybody in that division. Yeah.
I think the only team that Josh Allen hasn't beat, I think, is the Eagles.
I can't say. I know that y'all played a hell of a game. I don't know if that was 22 or 23.
We had the Kelly Green on.
Yeah, that shit was wicked, bro. That was a hell of a
touchdown in for the game.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That was a hell of a game. Magnificent fam. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, how do y'all feel Miles Sanders will do with the Cowboys?
Miles Sanders, man, when he's behind a good offensive line, I know he's 1,000-yard back. When he went to the Carolina Panthers, that's where players go to die, man. Remember, Sam Darnold was in Carolina, didn't show up anything. Baker Mayfield went to Carolina, didn't do anything, right? Yeah. Carolina's the new damn Browns, man. You go to the Carolinas to die, So I just think that I'm not saying that Miles Sanders is going to be a good running back for us, but he's for sure is going to have a change of scenery, and he's going to play in a division that he probably know the best, and that's the NFC East. So he's going to be in the rotations. I just hope that
Miles Sanders going to be out the league after this. Stop in Dallas.
I mean, he's a placeholder right now. I'm not leaning everything on Miles Sanders. My guy is Jadon Blue, so he's in there, man, to see what we can get from him. That's all.
What about Phil Maffa?
Phil Maffa, and big bruising back, man. So we got the 1-2 punch, man. So we gonna see what Shotty gonna do.
Is Deuce Vaughn still around?
Yeah. My guy Deuce Vaughn, Dino Deuce Vaughn is gonna be able to do something for us this year. We'll see.
You think so?
Dino Deuce, baby. Them Dino bites, man. They're gonna be coming out to y'all.
We've been hearing about him for
2-3 years. Yeah. But leave Deuce alone, man. Let's see what he can do when he get out there behind a real offensive coordinator. Come on with it.
Uh-oh. You feeling good about Shotty, man? 12-game Shotty.
I feel good about Clayton Adams, and I got a chance to talk to Steve Simcoe, so I just feel good about their approach to it. Man, we had a guy who never coached running backs before by the name of Jeff Blasco. All three of y'all know more running backs than he do, and he was coaching this team last season. And on top of that, I don't know look, all of that stuff that we was talking about with Mike McCarthy, it came up for real when I got a chance to really dive into making Scott Tolzien, Lean Cuisine, all of these cuisines as a first-time ever quarterback coach. It sounds like excuses, but this is what happened. And then on top of that, hiring his buddy Scott McCurley, who never really had experience in coaching linebackers, to be a linebacker coach. So we had a lot of, hey, you at the end of your career, you're at the edge of your contract coaching here. So let me get some people that I know that can look out for me. And I think that was the wrong way to approach it, Big Mike McCarthy. He's just too busy looking out for himself instead of trying to win. It sucked for us, dog. It did.
Yeah, it did. We tried to warn you beforehand.
Yeah. But he did finish out better than Dayball, though, you know.
He had to take a shot on the way out. Old school VKC, creative with Coach Weaver.
You guys up this year.
Thank you for the super chat. We're going to see. We're going to see. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate you, old school. Jose Plays. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. At law, she got to be 5'2" and 350, said Booker T or T Booker. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. I had Stacey Elliott on my show, man.
Hey, Lou, when I do my 24-hour stream next month, you going to come on and help me out? Five times WCW champ, Booker T.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know. Just hit me up. Let me know in advance, man. I'm gonna make sure I get nice and saucy. We're gonna be up at 2, 3 in the morning talk about
That's right.
You said 24-hour live stream. What date you try to do it on?
That's right.
Either June 7th or June 21st. I got my nephews. I have 2 nephews' birthdays like in the middle of June, so I don't know when we're doing that. But yeah, it's gonna be. I've done this. God, I've been doing this since 2018. So.
Yeah, let me know.
It's just a straight fundraising stream, man. We're going to do 24 hours. It's going to be 100% is going to go to St. Jude's. So we're going to do that. Like I said, June 7th or June 21st, one of those Saturdays. Or so 24 straight hours, raise as much as we can for St. Jude's. And, you know, we always have fun doing those charity streams, man. It's always a challenge to stay for 24 hours, but it's a lot easier in June when we got 15 and a half hours of daylight as opposed to February when I got 15 hours at night. So, yeah.
And it probably goes a lot quicker when you get good guests because I know you have people come on and try to give you a little bit of energy. So,
yes.
They understand the cost.
Come on with it. Yeah.
Captain Obvious, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Captain Obvious writes, name the team that would raise eyebrows if your team lost to them. All hell nah, not them boys. Hashtag HTTR.
You mean the Giants, you know that.
Yeah, look.
It would raise eyebrows for me if we lost when the banner dropped.
Oh yeah.
Get
ready, man. Get ready, bro. Don't put that hat on. Don't put that hat on. That's all I'm gonna give you.
I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it.
You wearing the hat? Okay, come on with it. Wear that hat. Yeah.
I'm gonna have some Eagles overalls on. My hat, my farmer hat.
Okay.
You already know what Law trying to go in there and do now. Or V. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. All right. Chuba Hubbard had 1,200 yards with the Panthers loss. So was it Miles or the line?
Well, at the same time, he had. What did they do? Yeah. What did Carolina do? Shit. What did the Carolina do?
Hey. I just know.
All I'm saying. Jonathan Brooks got there, man, whole kneecap spliced in half. Now they started running back as Rico. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, even a trash can can get a steak. So that was just Chuba Hubbard time to get that steak. So at the end of the day, look, you can't beat the spin doctor over here. Don't try me, Worms, or whatever his name is.
That's Worms. Hey, that's my guy, Worms, man.
Yeah, I'm the spin doctor.
That's my guy, man. I like Worms.
Even the trash can.
He's a reasonable man.
Crazy. Yeah, War V is very reasonable.
It's a reasonable man. I like War V.
Reasonable. It's very reasonable. Yeah,
hey, not a trash can can even get a steak though.
That's real. Though, think about it.
Yeah,
that's a bar. That's about to go in the bar somewhere.
Hey, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's wild. Solo. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes score predictions for the season opener?
38-20 Eagles.
Wait a minute, 38-20? No 21-24. That's disrespectful. No 21-24 at least.
38-20. You should give me that grace. You owe that to me because y'all laughed at me when I said we was gonna blow out the Commanders. Oh, everybody laughed at me.
Oh yeah.
Nobody didn't think we was going 40-22 Pat in the Super Bowl. I deserve it. I'm coming off of 2. Last time I seen my team play, we caught bodies.
The score will be 24. 21 Cowboys.
Now we putting up a 40 burger on banner night. 40.
It's opening night, man. You know, everybody got a new offensive coordinator, even though you know what I'm saying. He gonna be still trying to iron out some wrinkles and stuff like that.
He know that he got a head coaching job waiting for him if you run the ball.
You can put them 38 points.
40.
Louis, what's your prediction?
40. So the Niners gonna soften up those doggone Eagles real good, tenderize that Philly meat real good.
That's my prediction right there. when we get to our schedule prediction show, that's when I give you my score. We'll be closer to the season. I'm gonna have a chance to see what everybody talking about.
Oh yeah, I need you got the book right of the prediction.
Yeah, of course I do. Of course
24-21, subject to change. Though. But I got my Cowboys winning at all.
I got
my Cowboys winning at all.
Felonious foolishness in that book.
Oh, you know we did.
I know it's some felonious foolishness.
You know we do.
I mean, mine's got to be the most correct. Because I mean, who
you got to be outside your mind. I know you had us with like 6 wins probably last year.
I'm
pretty sure you did. Huh?
I'm talking about my prediction for my squad.
Oh yeah, no, yours was probably close. Yeah, it's probably
right.
Probably close.
Yeah, I hated on everybody.
Of course you did.
Y'all won 4 games. I gave you 6.
Hey, look, man, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I wasn't mad at you. TJ Ryder, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Double up. Jalen Squirts. What are we doing right now?
He got you to dance and everything for you said that. You got to read for you react, Lou.
No, man. Look, man. I didn't know TJ was gonna be out here with
I saw the water
with the emoji and everything, man.
The squirts. The squirt actor.
We need to just leave on that note.
Yeah, this man.
Yeah. That's
who's that? What happened to the button? I want some glory hole.
I gotta find that one and put it back into the system.
Oh Lord,
Jerry.
What's your point?
At the end of the day, it was a really productive offseason for all 4 teams.
Facts.
This division is on fire right now with this limited amount of schedule that has come out and how much both the Eagles and the Commanders are already plastered all over this thing with a smatter of Cowboys in week 1. You could tell where this thing is heading when the full schedule comes out. Tomorrow we'll get all of the games across the pond. So we'll get all of the international games tomorrow and probably a couple more leaks as well. And then Wednesday, we'll get the entire schedule. And then we'll come back probably next week and really dive into the schedule, talk about what we like with all of our schedules, what we don't like, and how we kind of see. We won't do predictions, but we'll definitely get into the minutia of the schedule and kind of talk about what we see with those schedules and how we feel about what they did to us. So
and hopefully when we come back next week, the Knicks are in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I mean, it feels like they turned the clock back to 94. It's about to be Pacers Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I'll tell you, listen, the only 2 times the Knicks went to the finals in my lifetime, they knocked out the Pacers.
Look, man, that was
94 with Reggie Miller and Spike Lee.
Yep.
And LJ in 99.
99. And what was happening? And Bad Dog, what was happening in the 90s, man? What was going on during that time frame? Just let a brother know, man. Let me know what was going on.
I mean, the Knicks are really good. Championship contenders every year. Yankees had a dynasty.
Yeah. Who else was good during the 90s, man?
There's this other team. There's this other team that was pretty good.
I'm reaching all I can, man.
It was 30 years ago. I wasn't even legally old enough to drink. I'm going to be 50 this year. And the Cowboys won their last Super Bowl. So, that's good.
Hey, come on, Knicks then. Come on. Anyhow we can get them stars aligned for my Cowboys to get it, I'm taking it, man.
In that case, go Celtics 3 in a row. Let's get back in the series and win that thing. We keep the Cowboys.
Listen, when the Knicks went to the finals, the Cowboys were not in the Super Bowl that year. The Niners won it in 94.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are nowhere to be found in 99.
No, they were, boy. That was the Eggman era. Right
we were
there.
going to at least championship, NFC
championship in 94.
Yeah. So we at least going that far. Yeah.
Anyway.
Cowboys, let's go.
That's going to do it for the Super Friends. We back like Cook Crack, man. It was good to get back in here with you guys.
Yes, sir.
Pop the seal on the off season. Catch up to where we are now. And now that schedule is coming out in a couple of days. It's going to be epic. Can't wait to see what it looks like. We already know the Eagles Cowboys will be doing battle in week 1. We know the Commanders and the Eagles will do battle week 16 on a Saturday as a part of a doubleheader on Fox. The Eagles will also be on Black Friday taking on the Chicago Bears. So the Eagles are all over the schedule thus far, as to be expected, as they are the Super Bowl defending champions. We will see how many primetime games the Cowboys get, how many the Giants get. It don't matter how bad the Giants get. They always get their at least 3.
We're going to get one against one of the division. We're going to get one against Cowboys or the Commanders or something. I think primetime's probably not going to put the Eagles and Giants because they're probably sick and tired of that. That game's usually over by halftime.
Yeah,
but I can see Giants Commanders being a primetime game. Those games are always good games, always competitive. So.
But that will be wild, man, if the Washington team get more prime times than the Cowboys. That will be wild.
I'm predicting that right now.
Okay.
Right
now.
We getting 7 and y'all getting 6. So we'll see. But until next time, y'all know what it is. NFC East, we out. Peace.